We live?
Not yet.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to be.
Johnny ain't hit the shit yet.
Oh, it's already live.
We are
Take it
live here at the Nice Guy Andy podcast. Bmoney, I'm back. It's been a little bit, guys, but I'm finally back, and I'm here with a very special podcast. I want to give a tribute to the Hulkster, of course. Sitting here with my brother. Finally got him in. Next to me, we got Johnny Lee.
What's up? What's up?
And over here, we got Ray the Bear Steele.
I'm here.
My man, Joe.
What's up, podcast world? And hey, man, your brother got a name or just your brother?
That's Richie.
That's
That's
Richie.
Baby Bear,
Richie.
the golden child.
You want to say what's up?
What's up? Oh, shit.
I set him up.
Already.
That's why we don't let
Set him
B-Money
up.
touch things around
There we
here.
go. Well, man, that's
I
just,
said it for you, brother.
so we came on here today, as when we booked it, it was going to be like a family show and kind of talk about what we did and how we, you guys coming up. But, of course, with what's going on, and I figured it'd only be right to, just talk about the Hulkster, But I do want to start off with, so what hits my mind when I think of me and having my sons on here is, what are your earliest wrestling experiences, both watching and going to, my shows and stuff? Like, I never looked at it through you guys' eyes, and I know each of you have a different perspective, because I know Richie went when he went a lot more when he was really young, and then y'all both went all the time. But I don't really know how y'all saw it, from your eyes.
My earliest memory of wrestling, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, was we had a blue Stone Cold. I think it was called What Stone Cold Said So, and it was a VHS tape, and we had watched that over.
I just bought another one.
Over and over, and that's my earliest memory of wrestling. I don't know about you. Yeah, that and probably the Hulk. We would watch the Hulk Hogan, the DVDs over the box
Right.
set over and over, and then there was one that was the history of the WWE. We had a lot of documents.
The Dusty Rhodes.
A lot of collections and whatnot. Yeah, we had the Dusty Rhodes.
What about like going to the shows for you? We'll just start with you. So, what's your earliest memories of going to the shows? What you like about it, not like about it? Who was your guy?
My guy, my absolute number one favorite guy
on my shows.
on your shows was Scott Hayes.
Yes.
He came out to Rockstar, and dude, he was the best. There was nobody better than Scott Hayes. Did you?
Dirty Chris was my favorite.
Dirty Chris.
Yeah. Both there are a lot of people's favorites.
We had
That's right.
There are a lot of.
every match then.
yeah.
And like now, so when we're talking, y'all got to remember, this is straight shoot. So this is straight, like, no feelings, like, you just talk. So was there ever a time, like, you were, like, really proud, like, there's my dad, he's doing that, or really embarrassed, like, God damn, that's my dad?
Ooh, when you won the Royal Rumble, or was it Battle Royal or Royal Rumble?
The 3 day,
Yeah.
That was pretty
I
badass.
remember that. I remember that pretty vividly. I can tell you a story about the Mauler that I've told before,
Oh, my God, that's-
over and over. So when I was a kid, I was scared to death of this gimmick, the Mauler. And I'd be like, Dad, you can't let him get me. He's gonna get me.
He's under my bed.
And so I can't remember which place it was, but it was he comes around the side, and he looks directly in my eyes and pump fakes me, dude. And I was so scared. Come figure out a couple years later, this guy already knew
Well, you found it in his bag, or I found it in his bag.
he was the Mauler.
I found the mask in his bag, and he was like,
I wore all black.
Like, dude, don't go
I had black long shirt, black tights, black trunks, and a black mask, but I also had a sheer pantyhose underneath the mask.
Nice.
Because a lot of times when people wear masks, you can tell who they are, and with my beard, at the time, people wouldn't know it was me, and they eventually caught on. I slipped up a couple times, but most of the time I did it good. Like, I was just like this insane dude. Like, as soon as I hit the ring, I'm like running, my arms flailing and just grabbing people, and I didn't do no holds. I only did like eye gouges and fish hooks, just this.
You did things that was different from Bear.
Right. And I mean, it got over, and I loved it. I loved doing it. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I had them sold, then they was like, "Nah, you're the mauler, you're the mauler." So one time, they kept on with "You're the mauler, you're the mauler." So one time I put Donnie in it, and he come out on me. So then they're all fucked up. They're like, "What the fuck?"
I love it.
So, it was a good time. Actually, I did it, a few people do it because people kept saying it was me. So I think Larry D did it one time. A couple of the guys. It might not have been Larry because he's so big. It was guys,
Fire in his hand.
the Zodiac.
He done it
See,
all.
that was another
Zodiac
thing
done
I
it
remember
once.
very vividly is him going to the middle of the ring and lighting that fire and us. How'd he do that?
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
insane.
Man, let me tell you about that. I don't want to really get off, but honestly, he's probably in the indie circuit one of the most underrated wrestlers there is. The dude, he's got mad skill. He can do anything. He can work with anybody, and that's huge. When you can work with anybody and make them look good, it's huge. The fire thing was so over. Like, I was so jealous. Like, damn, that's so badass, and he could work. So he had two good gimmicks. Like, when I started, he was average white guy in Zodiac. So he'd wrestle twice. He'd wrestle as a baby, then wrestle as a heel. So he's getting, like, extra matches and all kinds of shit. And nice guy, great worker. And he was I just always felt like he was so nice. They kind of took advantage and didn't give him some of the pushes he deserved. I think he definitely deserved a lot more title runs than he got. Like, the Zodiac, especially with the Zodiac, the white guy was kind of just fun and kind of his like jobber kind of type gimmick. But the Zodiac there for a while was real serious and did some good shit, like hit people in the face with fire and all that shit. So
And he did that again recently. A couple years ago, he came out with another unmasked gimmick, Mikey Motor.
Yep.
right.
So,
Which is basically the average white guy, but with a name now.
But
Right.
he's, great dude, class act, like great memory. Somebody to remember. That's a good person to remember.
Sure is.
big shout out to Zodiac.
Big shout out to him. Plus his
My
new
dude-
gimmick, Michael Zodiac.
That's just my dude, Mikey, man. He's a good dude, man.
Sure
But
is.
when he was a white guy, he didn't wash his gear.
Oh,
That shit stunk. And I'm going to call you out on it because that shit was rank, Mike. That average white guy gear was so foul, and I can get 10 to confirm it. He knows I ain't lying.
And-
but
Hold on, I got a question for you. Was there ever anybody's gear who stunk so bad you threw up?
yes, in a match. You already knew that. That's why you said it. I ain't going to say his name. Well, I'm 300. I'm wrestling a dude that's 450, 6'4", 6'5".
Damn, big boy.
And bro, when I say his gear, when he pulled it out, it looked like it was laying in the bottom of the hamper, but it was laying in the bottom of his bag. So his gear was foul. So I thought his gear was foul. We get out there working, and I pull his legs apart, and I'm gonna give him a knee to the nuts, So when the referee looks, Jim gets the referee, I do the knees and nuts. I hit my knee on his nuts, and that's as far as I am from his ass, and it smelled so goddamn bad. I crawled over because three sides of the ring had fans, and one side was the stage. Well, there's a gap in between the stage. I I shimmied over to that, puked down in the thing, and went back to wrestling, but I didn't touch him the rest of the thing.
Oh, hell no.
And then I
dang.
told the promoter, I said, I'm putting him over the next match. I'm never wrestling him again. It's fucking disgusting, bro. Like, that's my thing. Like, you got to understand, man, you can't go to training and not put no fucking deodorant on.
Exactly.
Like, you're going to be grabbing dudes in the headlock. Like, you got to be, you got to be clean, man.
You
Like,
gotta have courtesy for your opponent.
and there were some guys that just wouldn't, man. There was a lot of guys, and it's fucked up because the higher up I went, because I went to like TNA's training camp.
Yeah.
So like how the Reds has a training camp. I was at TNA's training camp, basically doing those televised shows, and a lot of those fucking stars fucking don't wash their gear. I just don't get it. They wear the little trunks, man. You can put them in the sink, wash them out, and hang them up. Boom.
Yeah.
They just leave them in the bag. They pull some bitches out, man, and they're awful. And you're like,
Yeah.
like, bro, you're a pro. Like I'm the dude that does the fairs and the bingo hall.
Yep.
And my shit's always clean and immaculate. And you're on TV and doing the deal, and you smell like ass. Like
Exactly.
It's just fucked up. And it's surprising, like the guys. You're just like, how do you go up there with them big names and you smell like shit? Like it's crazy, bro.
Exactly. You would think that they clean their shit.
Right, and it's not hard. Even if you're staying in a hotel, you can wash it in the sink.
Exactly. They act like it's too hard to just clean it inside the sink and be done with it. Instead, they want to wrestle when they stink like ass to the point that their opponent has no choice but to puke like he's wrestling the dead.
Yeah, but that dude was so foul, bro. Like he was, and he just kind of disappeared. He actually had a good gimmick, and he was a big dude. Could actually work, but man, he just smelled so bad. I think it's why people didn't book him, man. I swear, I think it's why people didn't book him. Because he stunk.
I believe that too.
Back to your dad's old question. Was there ever a time you were embarrassed?
Yeah.
He was.
See, well, he was a heel my whole life growing up, and I feel like I went to a lot less shows than he did, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was a heel. He always lost. I was like, he sucks.
Always
My dad
lost.
sucks, man. Especially going up to WCCW. You and Uncle Al would always lose. And I'd be like, man, these are I can't even say these are my uncles, man. They're my uncle, my dad.
Hey, but here's the thing. Just because they were
I don't
losing,
know if I was ever really embarrassed, though.
Yeah.
but just because they were losing doesn't mean that they were losers.
Yeah.
They were getting over like Rover because the
Yeah.
fans loved to see them lose.
Oh, they hated us. Is there any time the fans got y'all scared the way me and Al got into it with them and shit?
I remember. I can't remember exactly, but there was a woman. No teeth up top, wanted to just kill you. And you would walk by and said something, and she knew that I was your kid or something, and she started walking towards me.
Hands started sweating.
I'm like
He's
6 years
nervous.
old at this
Yeah.
point, and I don't know. I don't know what this woman's coming at me for. But the last question, I never felt embarrassed, but I did feel like I'd be mad at him and stuff because like he comes out and I'm like, dude, that's my dad. I want a handshake or something, and he's like flinching at me or throwing water.
He
at me.
never shook. He never shook her hand.
Gotta sell it, baby. Gotta sell it.
I'm a fucking
That's right,
heel,
guys.
bro.
Sell it.
Like I'm a heel, bro. Like,
And we didn't.
and
we
see,
didn't
my
know.
brother would.
Uncle Al would.
He would
come-
fist bump his kids on the side. I'm like, you pussy. Like,
Exactly.
like, fuck them. They'll be all right. Like,
That's right.
if they gonna love wrestling, then they need to love the whole
Well, and
aspect
he'd
of
be in
it.
a knockdown, drag out, blood everywhere with Sheik, and then you see them at a cookout on Saturday, and we're like,
Well, that's their Uncle Sheik. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're
Uncle
sitting-
Sheik's killing each other.
yeah, we're like on the side crying because we think we're gonna die, and then we see them next.
Oh yeah, one time I turned on Chucky and Al,
Yeah.
and this motherfucker cried for a week. Like,
He stayed at Uncle Al's house. He left and went to Uncle Al's house for a week.
I love it.
Now that's how you sell it.
and he was like 3, and I was like, go on over there with him.
Any
Like-
wrestlers listening out there, that is how you sell your gimmick.
Damn straight. Because he went and he was heel to his kids and heel inside the ring and heel to every fan.
What was your number one moment as a heel? Your favorite moment as a heel?
I'd be tormenting you kids.
Man, now probably when we called me, Al, and Chadwick caused a riot in Fleming Neon, Kentucky, and we got back to the back, and us and every wrestler, it was double doors, us and every wrestler there had to get against the doors to keep the fans from breaking through the door.
Oh,
I've heard stories like this.
We had to get a police escort out. But my most favorite moment was wrestling Handsome Jimmy. He was my favorite wrestler growing up. So I got the chance to. I've wrestled him at least three times. Actually, his last match in Kentucky, I wrestled him at Continental Inn, and that's my favorite moment just because he was my favorite wrestler, and he was super cool dude, class act. Like you can't always understand what he's saying, but he's great, man. And it's like they say, you meet your idol, and you're disappointed. I wasn't disappointed at all.
You have a 50-50 chance.
Right.
That's
I
right.
Really good one that I missed.
Because I met, and Lawler was another idol, and I met him, and he's like 50-50. If he's in a good mood, he'll sit and talk to you. But because I've been on a bunch of shows with him, and if he's not, like, he's a dick, But most of the time, he's super cool. Like, but if he's in a bad mood or something, he's not.
That's
Dusty
right.
Roman. Man, they probably know more names that I was on shows with because they got excited about it. Because I forget, like I was on shows with like Rhino and stuff. I forget all about it, like because I did so many.
Yeah.
I mean, Barbarian, Dusty, like just AJ Styles, all of them, Carl Anderson, all those guys. Which Carl,
You got a pretty funny story about AJ Styles.
Carl. Well, Carl Anderson actually, I gave him his first deal ever.
Oh,
He
nice.
was a security guard. I mean, he was training with Chris and Roger, and he was coming to Georgetown. He was working security, and I grabbed him out of the, as a security guard, I grabbed him and I think choke slammed him, something like that. But I always knew he had a little something more, man. He just had that charisma, man, and super, great guy. We fucked with him hard, man. We almost made him quit one time. We ribbed him so hard, just having fun with him. And then, who'd you just say?
AJ Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles, man. We went.
I can't wait for this.
So we wrestled. Me and this dude Gene. He was with Princess Patty,
Yeah.
who was the legendary manager. He was her husband. He started out refereeing. He's a great ref. Then he started wrestling, and he was a good worker, but he was little.
Yeah.
So he just could do, open the matches and stuff. But he's a good worker. So we were doing those shows down in Nashville, the ones I was talking about on that thing. They said just bring some guys that can work. So I brought Gene one time. And Patty had this shawl. And it was glittery and black, and it had these, like, looked like feathers, man. Like,
Yeah.
and he brought it to wear it. And so first of all, Gene got mad because they were putting this dude over, and the dude was shit. Like
Yeah.
they come to me and was like, "Hey man, dude's gonna come out, and he's gonna choke slam you and beat you in 3 minutes." I said, "Bro, I'll do whatever you want, but I'm just telling you, it's stupid." And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because he's 6'1", 285. I'm 6'2", 300. I said, "Just don't look right." I said.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're right. So he said, "Hey, Gene, you and this dude named Dick Dalton, and you're going to go out and he's going to beat both of y'all." So then Gene's tore up. "I can't believe you fucking goddamn beat me. Just job me in 60 seconds, blah, 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 going on." I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, we're in the big time. Like, this is big time. Shut your fucking mouth. Anyway, he's going on, and AJ walks by. AJ was so cool because, like, the rest of them was in another room. He was in there with us.
Nice.
So he comes walking through, he's just chilling. And he ain't AJ Styles that he is today then. He's the young with the buzz cut,
Yeah.
He's still making it, but he's still great, so good. But Gene's going off, and he just goes, "Hey, brother, you okay?" And Gene stops because now at this time, he's Gene's idol. He's this dude's idol. He's like, "Man, it's just stupid. Oh, dude's putting us over. We're putting dude over in 60 seconds. We come all the way down here, wrestle for 60 seconds, blah, 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 blah." And AJ just goes, "Hey, man, that's crazy. Is he a ninja?" And Gene's fucking jaw just dropped. Like, he was just so hurt. Like, you could see his feelings was hurt. So then AJ walks off. Of course, everybody laughs. He walks off. So then Gene goes and gets dressed, and he puts that fucking shawl on. And he comes back through, and he's like, hey, man, how you like my gimmick? And AJ said, well, because he had these fire tights on that was red and black. He said, you look like the mascot for the Atlanta Falcons. And bro, this dude was crushed. Like, he was so sad the whole 3-hour ride home. He was just laid in the corner, heartbroken over AJ. But, you know, he's just that kind of guy. He's personable, hung out with us the whole time.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I met a lot of the good ones. But, I mean, when we start talking about the good ones, we got to talk about the greats. And, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but the Hulkster, man, like, for me, I guess it hits everybody different with the time frame.
Yeah.
Because you got to think when, like, I was pulling up Piper's Pit with him and Andre, and when this happened, I'm watching it live, and I think this is real life. Like, I am emotionally distraught. Him and Andre were best friends. And
They were.
backed each other up until this moment. So after he won that, he has him out here, and, you know, he talks him into challenging Hogan.
Yep.
And then, dude, just from there, then DiBiase comes in, starts throwing money.
And the fact that the trophy that Andre gets is a small, tiny trophy compared to Hulk Hogan's bigger trophy. It's like best friends were going to tear each other apart right then and there because Andre wasn't having any of it.
So, like, when it's going down, we're like, no, man, no.
Not Andre.
And then,
Yeah, and like that right there, he rips
there.
the cross and the shirt off. That's the ultimate disrespect.
And we're like, dude, there's no way, Hulk, you can't beat the Giant. You can't beat the
Yeah.
Giant.
Because at that time, Andre's billed at 7'4" and
Right.
just lean, mean, and hungry.
And they're building up. He's never been beat. He's
Right.
never been slammed.
And
Nobody can touch him.
And they didn't have internet and stuff, so you didn't know. But Hogan had slammed him like 100 times because they wrestled
Yeah.
through Japan and shit.
And
You
the fact that
but nobody knew so it was. I mean, that's why it got over.
Yep.
Same thing with Big John Studd. He had body slammed Andre before that body slam challenge that they were having on WFT, but no one knew because internet back then didn't exist.
See, here the thing, like, Hogan made you believe,
He did.
like, wholeheartedly believe. Stone Cold and The Rock made it okay to believe again.
Yes.
Now, honestly, it's like the circus is coming to town.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're going to see a spectacle. You're going to see the thing, but there's no believability at all.
Exactly.
So why they go with kind of the storylines and stuff, still trying, it's like, man, y'all should just put shows on.
Exactly.
Like people are not buying into it. You know, people knew better when Stone Cold was there, but he made you believe. The Rock made you.
They made you question.
Right.
Was that supposed to happen? Was he supposed to say that?
And there's just none of that today.
And
It's just-
like this, he's selling that he's still so upset and torn by his shirt
Right.
and cross being torn off that he's carrying both of them right now. And his head was down.
If you notice, he has bandages
Right.
on his chest.
Yep.
Andre grabbed him so bad, so hard, he cut him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. And you could tell that Roddy Piper's trying to goad him into accepting a match with
I mean, and
Andre.
he's so good. I mean, he looks like he's fucking destroyed, bro. Like,
Yep.
He looks like he's sad.
And like he's eaten alive by the thought that his best friend just turned on him. And his voice has a bit of a crack to it.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, all around, they can say whatever they think, but all around, total package, Hulk Hogan is the greatest ever.
That's right, because
Ric Flair is the best worker, him and Bret Hart. Macho Man's the best seller and the best getting
Yep.
people over. Like, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of big men, but I give it to the Undertaker as the best big
Yep.
man.
but you can't take away what Hulk Hogan
No.
did
No.
because he was the icon before Sting was an icon. Because Sting started out as a Blade Runner first.
Right.
Hulk Hogan was making names and earning all this money for the promotion. And right here, he had been built up as undefeated. For 4 years, he held that title. No one had beaten him before. And now he's facing his biggest challenge in Andre the Giant.
What's y'all's first?
I mean, what was it? 92,000 showed up.
Yep.
Indoor record.
Indoor attendance record 93,657, some shit crazy like that.
And that is literally the most iconic moment that's still brought to this day.
Yeah.
What happened at WrestleMania 3?
He's in both.
That's
He's
right.
in both. It's Hogan and Andre Hogan and The Rock.
Yep.
Biggest moments in wrestling history, in my opinion. And there's been great ones, you know, but those two, man, like my favorite interview of all time is Hogan and Rock when The Rock challenges him. Dude, I was watching that live and I almost teared because I had such goosebumps that it was coming through my eye. Like I was like, oh my God.
That's right.
You
Like-
know, because I didn't expect it. I thought he was just going to get on him and do The Rock, you know, and talk shit. And then all of a sudden he fucking, you know, challenges him. And it's like, wow.
And the best thing about that match is that you see the turn from Hollywood Hogan into the immortal
God.
Hulk Hogan. Because he
Right.
goes from being the heel to now he's doing the hulking up and he's doing all this and and then stops the punching and he's going back to the Hulk Hogan of old.
And see, all that Hulk and Andre stuff, that's my earliest memories of wrestling.
And that is the greatest moments of wrestling because without that WrestleMania 3, there wouldn't have been a wrestling today like it was.
not like it is today. It wouldn't have been as big.
Exactly.
He put it on the map. You didn't even have to be a wrestling fan to know who Hulk Hogan was.
That's right. Out of all wrestlers.
Just like Stone Cold, just like The Rock.
To this day, the only wrestler to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Wow.
Yep.
That's right. And also, when people think of wrestling, the first name that comes up is Hulk Hogan.
Or Ric Flair.
That's right. Because both of them, at their time, they were the peak of wrestling. Like they had the greatest events.
If you didn't like wrestling, like the people that didn't like wrestling, they referred it as the Hulk Hogan stuff.
Right.
Like
Right.
they didn't like wrestling, but they knew Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
That's how big he was.
He made a leg drop mean something that no other move can mean. That's how good Hulk Hogan was. And we lost him a week.
I
To this
miss
day.
those little rings they came out with.
That
I
was
miss
cool.
those things.
And it also fit Andre Giant because that made him
you
a
know
spectacle.
that's at Trump Plaza.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And that actually fits Andre Giant right there. Having Bobby Heenan with him and him being Bobby Heenan's
No, that's
ace
at
in the hole.
Pontiac Silverdome. The
Yep.
other one's at
Pontiac,
Trump. Yeah,
yeah.
right. The next one's at Trump Plaza.
And I gotta give it to Bobby Heenan too. He was a great
Yeah,
manager.
Andre was in good shape still. He was still in decent shape.
Yep.
Not in his best shape, but he
No,
was
this
in.
is when it started going down.
Right. But he could still get. I mean, he could still do some stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you gotta think too. He's also working hurt. He is hurt
Oh, yeah,
24/7 during this match. But he still put on one hell of a match to make Hulk Hogan the man. That's one thing you cannot take away from Andre Giant.
How do y'all remember the Hulk?
Oh wait, hold on. First, I want you to tell a story about the phone call you got from daycare about Richie.
That's what I was about to bring up. I got kicked out of daycare.
No, let him tell it. Let him tell it. I'm gonna go pee. It's a great story.
I don't remember exactly because it was. I mean, I was young, but I know he got the phone call.
When he gets back.
When he gets
When
back,
you get back, tell him about the phone call.
But
Go ahead, say
I'll
what you
tell.
remember.
I'll tell exactly what I remember. I don't remember what set it off or whatever, but I was in daycare. There was a couple kids that would pick on Brandon, whatever. One day, one of them's picking on Brandon. I run over there and I catch him in a body slam.
Nice.
And I run from the back of the stage, and I get on top of the stairs of the stage, and I jump and leg drop him on. And this is the bare ground. I get up, and I rip my shirt off, and I'm going around like pumping,
Hulking up and everything.
The Hulk Hogan style.
And the teacher calls him, and she's like, "Sir, can you bring Daniel some clothes?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "He had clothes on this morning." And she's like, "He's ripped his shirt off and he slammed a kid and he's saying he's this wrestler, Hulk Hogan or something."
And he's talking about Hulkamania and all his 100
Yeah.
millions.
Well, I was like running around and all the kids were like into it. Like
As you do.
Nobody liked the kids that I didn't like because they bullied everybody.
Right.
That's right. But as you do, whenever you think of wrestling, that's the first person that's going to be imitating.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what you did. The body slam followed by the leg drop. Same thing that happened to Andre the Giant.
I'm surprised the kid laid on the ground that long for you to jump up there.
He was hurt. He was hurt.
Oh, trust me.
Holding both.
Trust me. You would think that wrestling move won't hurt you in real life,
on the gym
but
floor.
it will.
It was on the gym floor, and I picked him up.
Hey, I've done that before. When a guy pisses you off, grab him by the throat and choke slam. You think a choke slam's not gonna hurt? It's gonna hurt like a sumbitch.
The earliest memory I have of dealing with that kid was he jumped the fence one day because me and Brandon were in different classes because he's a year younger.
Yeah.
So they got to play on the playground to the right, and there was a fence between my playground and his playground. This kid jumps the fence because this kid would try to fight me every day, scratch me, everything, and I would and he hated me, and I hated him. But he jumped the fence, and he grabs Brandon by the back of the head and pulls him down, like into the ground, and starts hitting him. And I come with a full-size metal Tonka truck.
Nice.
And I hit him right over the back of the head and bust the back of his head.
Nice. Y'all were having wrestling moves.
I was a very small kid compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
You small?
He was born at like 3 pounds.
Yeah, I was.
And then he dropped a pound in the ICU.
Up until like 5th grade, up until like 5th or 6th grade, I was like 42 pounds.
Yeah, he was like 40 pounds going into middle school.
I mean, let that kid try you now because I think that you could rip his arm out of place.
Dude, I wasn't letting nobody mess with Bmoney.
No, but at home I was getting every leg drop, every.
Yeah.
I had to practice.
So we had this.
Hey, he was getting you ready, man.
I had to
He knew you were going
practice.
to grow up to be a wrestler.
I had to practice for
I
protection.
will say, I appreciate you, but dude, some of the stuff you went a little too far. Hold on. This guy, we're gonna go down the list, and you're gonna correct me if I'm wrong. I got you on the record saying
There ain't
this.
gonna be nothing wrong.
Did you hit me with a chainsaw? Is that correct?
You ran into it.
You ran into it.
Classic.
Did you tell me
You hit the
if I-
chainsaw with your face.
if I drank gasoline that I would be the Flash?
Yes.
Wait. You believe that?
I was a kid. I was a kid.
Hey, my older brother said it.
Hey, I was a kid and I'm the older brother. I knew that wasn't true.
All right, last one.
This is it? You're only going to give me a 3?
No,
I'm getting off easy.
I'll give you. Okay. Okay, another. This is really embarrassing. So he used to make me play football with him. I don't like football, basketball.
We used
but
to
I
do
play
the
with.
Oklahoma drill in the living room.
Do you know? Yeah. And so, but outside we would play. We'd play kickoff. Like, so you throw the football, and then the person on the other end has to catch it. And then you just got to try to get them before they get to the other end, whatever. And
We had a name for that game, but we get kicked off the air.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but yeah. So, he takes me down or whatever, and he would do this almost every time. He would strip me down to my underwear, and he would take my feet, and he would put them behind my back, and he would take my underwear. He would take my underwear and pull my underwear over my feet, and I would be stuck in the yard with my ass out.
It helped you build character.
Made you tough.
Yeah. He helped you toughen up.
All right, now we got to get your end on this story, Big Bear.
About the phone call.
So I get a phone call from Dan, the daycare guy, and he's like, "Well, he's really not in trouble, but your son was on the playground and he said he was some wrestler and he ripped his shirt off." And I said, "Okay, I'll bring him a shirt." Like I was kind of proud, really. Like, fuck yeah, he hulked up. No, he hulked up, motherfucker. That's what he done. I don't know. They didn't say there was no situation. He just done it, like he just ripped his shirt in half and he hulked
What
up.
happened was the kid that always picked on Brandon, I body slammed him and leg dropped him and then ripped my shirt off, which they didn't see that part, or the daycare people just didn't care because nobody liked him.
that kid was awful, man.
He said they went around doing the Hulk Hogan thing, doing the Hulk up and the entire Hulkamania thing.
Hulk must pose.
What about the Tonka truck?
But I mean, Hulk was so big, man. Like my nana, she watched wrestling religiously, like, and she put when they came to Lexington and they'd put him on the front of the Herald Leader, you know, a big picture of Hulk because he was coming, and she had cut it out and it was on her refrigerator my whole childhood, you know. And then when he dropped a leg on Savage from NWO,
1996.
she took it down, and she never watched wrestling again.
Oh wow!
And that's why it
Hold
was
on.
the greatest heel turn.
That's not the only person that we know to never watch wrestling again because somebody dropped the leg. We got
Tim Miller.
another
He
friend.
still gets mad about it.
I mean, that's the impact Hulk on
Like
people,
he
man.
was like, it's fucking bull. Look, we was watching
Like-
it. We were
like-
watching it. We would all get together. So for us, wrestling was when I was a kid. My dad's got 13 brothers and sisters all together.
yeah.
And probably 10 of them would be over there for the pay-per-view. So it was always a family affair. Like my uncles and dad would take us, me and my brother, to Rep Arena every Thursday. I think it was one Thursday a month or every other Thursday to see Jerry Lawler and all Memphis, you know. And so we was raised on wrestling, and then like pay-per-views were always family time, so I always tried to keep that going, you know. And then when I got into high school, me and my dad, a couple of my uncles and my friends would get together, and my brother's best friend, he's a brother to, you know, me and my brother is Tim Miller, and we was watching it. We was watching the pay-per-view, and we all got hyped because here comes Hogan to save the day, you know. We're
Yep.
like, fuck yeah. And he dropped that fucking leg, and Tim just stood up, walked out, didn't say a word to nobody, and went home. Like, and then he was like, fuck that shit, stupid.
My
Fucking
favorite
stupid.
thing about that whole thing was that Hogan first walks to the corner. They're all like, he's going to save the day. He's going to take him out. And then Hogan just out of nowhere just walks up, loud, drops the leg onto him. And he's like, you son of a bitch.
No, was it Tony Schiavone or Jim Ross, whichever one? It was great. Says, Hulk Hogan, you can kiss my ass. Like
It
that.
was Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, that was great.
He was going off and
He was mad because, you know, they worked everybody.
yep.
Nobody knew. Nobody
That's
knew.
that's
Even
thing.
Eric Bischoff
Nobody
didn't know at the
thought He
time.
was going to turn heel either.
Nobody knew, and
insane.
they wanted the
Everybody thought he was coming down to save WCW.
and they wanted the raw reaction from Tony Schiavone and them, and man, it was.
And even Eric Bischoff at the time didn't know that he was going to turn Hogan heel.
Best
He
heel-
was.
Best heel turn
originally
ever.
Sting.
It was.
It was best heel turn ever.
No one's topped it ever either. I don't care what nobody says. No one has ever topped the Hogan heel.
They tried
turn.
it with Cena, but it just didn't work.
Nope.
First thing you have to top Hogan.
Right,
Yep.
and you
As a
can't.
face.
You can't.
And you can't.
Exactly.
The bigger the face, the bigger the heel turn. And there will never be a bigger face than Hogan in the 80s and 90s.
That's right.
And that's the deal, man. Back when we were watching this, these guys were larger than life.
Oh yeah.
But they really were larger than life.
No, these were
Now you got-
this was He-Man.
It's
This
right.
was
He cut
Superman.
real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was our
So
comic
then
book heroes.
it kind of went. It started. I tell you where it went. It started to go south, and I'm not taking nothing away from the guy.
Yeah.
He's a great worker. He's earned his way. You know, he's worked his ass off to get where he got with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
He is just not, to me, growing up watching two behemoths as the world champion. He is not world champion. His work is world champion material, but
Yeah.
he just don't have the size and the thing for it. And that's when the believability started going down to
That's
me.
right.
I feel
Like either one of these guys could be champion for 20 years and people believe it.
And plus,
You know
these
what I'm
guys
saying?
were
Like,
stood 6'5",
Right,
6'4", whereas Danny Bryan stands like he's 5'9", 5'6".
So now the little guys, when they're wrestling a big guy, it's not even like people are not like, oh no, this ain't fair. Like, because
Yeah.
they know the big guy's going to bump just as much for the little guy.
Which
You
I
know?
hate because I missed the whole David versus Goliath
Right.
story that they would tell.
Like when they brought Brock Lesnar back. No, they missed the bus on Brock, and they missed the bus on who they really missed the bus on was Braun Strowman.
Yes.
Yep.
He should have been. He should still be the champion. Like nobody can beat him. You know, and then you bring in Randy Orton
Exactly.
and you take him down eventually, but
They didn't.
They didn't, man. They didn't want him.
And like with Braun Strowman, he was on fire from 2016 to 2017, and then they just dropped the entire ball on him.
And he's huge, and he's got a great look, and he can work. So,
And take Damian Priest for instance. He stands 6 foot something, and they have had him bump for these little guys like they can take these big guys down with ease.
Well, and it's like the earliest memory of me for somebody that was unbelievable, like that I was like, this guy couldn't, there's no way he could beat this guy, is CM Punk. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are kind of like the same people to me. CM
Right.
Punk was a little earlier.
Yeah.
But, like, Rey
I never
Mysterio,
was
I
a
believe
Punk.
Rey Mysterio beating Batista more than I believe CM Punk believed.
And that's
beating
because they did a hell of a job building up Rey Mysterio as the giant
Mysterio had a
killer.
build. CM Punk just
Here-
walks in and
here's the
beats like
thing.
John Cena. And
Here's
you're
the
like, this
thing.
don't
You
make
go
no
to a
sense.
show nowadays. You go to a WWE show. You can go to a independent show. You can go TNA. You can go anywhere. When you went to this show, you're like, man, I would never grab one of those guys because they would fucking kill me.
Oh yeah.
Now you're watching the show like, I can whoop his ass.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, and that thought never crossed your mind. You're not grabbing Andre the Giant or Hulk Hogan. I don't care who
That's
you are.
right.
You just ain't, and that's where what I mean believability. And these guys, like, they'll fight and argue it because they're not believable either.
Yeah.
Like, they've never been in a real fight. Like, they're not tough guys, like, even when I was wrestling, they were fucking tough guys, man.
That's right.
Like, the guys I wrestled with were tough. Like, they whooped some ass, And, well, I mean, we did. We'd go to the bar afterward and we whooped some fucking ass. Like, we did, and today, like I never forget this. The last show I went to, it happened to be a night that I got to go to the show. I didn't have no kids. I didn't have nothing else going on. I could stay out. I could do whatever I wanted to do. And I went to the show. And so after I did my deal, it was off, not what I wanted to do. But anyway, I go back and I'm talking to one of my guys, that brought me there. I'm like, hey man, what's the deal? Where we're going? What's happening after? He said, nothing. I said, what do you mean? I mean, that's the best part.
Yeah.
You do the show, you go out with your boys, you fucking, nobody's going. I said, what do you mean? He said, they all go home and play games together. They get on internet, and I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Are they wrestlers or what the fuck are they? Like? And he's like, man, it just ain't the same no more. And I was like, I'm good, bro. Like, that's the best part. Like, you take the camaraderie away, man.
Then you got nothing.
Right? You don't.
There's
Like,
no chemistry, no nothing to the
we
wrestling.
always did something afterwards. Like, always hung out. Even if we sat there and just talked and hung out, these dudes was gone, man. When their matches were done, they were gone. I was like,
Man.
you didn't even watch the other guys. Like, we
Exactly.
just watched the show,
Because it's weird that they start doing that because back then wrestlers would hang out, they'd go to bars, go strip clubs, any place you could think of, and they would build that repertoire with each other, the whole friendship. And that would be the best thing for them. That's what helped guys like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan have their chemistry. I mean, look at this. This match has had the crowd on its feet this entire time, going crazy for these two. And all they've done is less is more.
Steele, look at him.
Yeah.
How happy they are. He ain't doing nothing.
And all Andre's doing, he's up there and he's staring, he's talking his trash while Hogan's celebrating. Now, the fans are still going wild for that. You don't see that anymore because the wrestlers don't try to do less is more, and they don't try to engage the fans like Hulk Hogan would.
No, they're marks for themselves.
Exactly. That's one of my biggest issues, that they want to pop the boys, but not the crowd. The crowd's supposed to be the ones that tell you if you had a good match or a shitty match.
I gave you a great example, man. I was on this podcast, and again, I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not trying to call nobody out. I'm not trying to get no heat with nobody. But if you get mad over the truth, then you get mad and come talk to me.
Exactly.
I'll tell you. But I was on here with somebody, and they went on this rant, man, and they were just ranting about. They kept reaching out to this promoter. This promoter wouldn't book them. And they are a good little worker, you know. But the whole time he's going off, I'm in my mind, I'm scanning. I'm like, not one time in my 19, 20 years did I reach out to a promoter. They booked me. They called me. They reach out through another person and said, hey, can you bring Bear? You know, one time I was riding with Crusher Bones. R.I.P. He's gone.
Yep.
I was riding to a show with Crusher Bones, and he said the guy knew he was coming, but I had a feeling that he didn't because it's just Crusher.
Yep.
So I knew the dude. I texted him. I said, hey, man, you know, me and such is rolling up with Crusher. You don't have to use us, but if you got room, cool. If not, cool. Like, we're just rolling. Of course, you know, he has a spot for us, and he gets paid and everything, but that's the only time I reach out to a promoter besides Chris Hayes. And the only reason, and I didn't reach out to Chris, I actually ran into him at Kmart. I knew Chris before wrestling. Chris was best friends with one of my cousins. And I started watching independent wrestling at MWA. Chucky Smooth said, hey, man, they're having wrestling. Handsome Jimmy's going to be there. I was like, what? On a Sunday? He's like, yeah, it's right down the road. Blah, blah. We rode, and I was hooked. You know,
yeah.
we started going. And I was like, when Chris came out, I said, I know that guy, you know. So when I started wrestling, I trained under the guy that Chris, at the same time, was working with in MWA. It was Danny Fargo. He owned MWA. Well, I didn't know, but when they split, there was a lot of bad blood. So, and Danny Fargo was the man. Like, he knew all the wrestling, all the thing, but he still was old school and he was territorial. So he kind of put it in when we fell out, which we never fell out as friends, but we fell out. He kind of quit. Anyway, long story short, he kind of put it in Chris's ear that me and my brother were not good people, you know, like we fuck people over, like, so Chris would never book us and never book us. So one time I ran into him at Kmart and I was like, bro, you know me, like, we just want to work, man. We'll come for free, like the first time, just book us, you know. So then Chris was like, man, right. So when Fargo quit, Shane had taken over, and so Chris showed up. He's like, hey man, we need to combine these shows. Who wants to work together? Boom, and then we took off from there.
Hell
So
yeah.
outside of that, bro, like I never called for a booking. I never had no one else, you know, like a lot of guys. I was watching with the Hulkster stuff, and they kept bringing up Beefcake because that was his boy.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Beefcake was only Beefcake because of Hogan.
Yep.
Like, he was not very good. If you go back, he just wasn't very good, and Hogan kept him alive off his name. And there are a lot of people out there right now getting bookings and living off other people's name. If you can't get booked yourself, fucking quit, bro.
Exactly.
Like, if you can't get booked and not say, hey, me and such will come. If I gotta say me and Bmoney's coming, book us. And you, in my mind, I know they're only gonna book me because I'm bringing Bmoney.
Right.
I don't need to be working, bro. Like, I'm not a worker. Like, I'm a dick rider. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and it drives me insane because you watch them on Facebook and they act like they're fucking superstars. And
Yeah.
stuff. Like, bro, you would get no fucking bookings, period, if you were on your own.
Exactly.
And there are a lot of guys right now doing that, and it's just like, you're fucking pathetic, bro. Like, I never called a promoter. My phone never stopped. I could have worked 7 days a week if I wanted to, but I chose to work about 5 because some shows I would turn down if they weren't, you know, really good shows.
Hey, Joyce, Mama Steele.
Oh, man.
And Scott Harrell said, not wrestling related, but my 17-year-old son won his first MMA fight.
Oh, congrats.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats. Hell yeah.
That's my nephew, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
We
what's up,
gotta
Scott?
have him in on the podcast.
Hell yeah, we do.
Colorado. They're in Colorado. Or no,
Oh, man.
sorry, Montana. They're in Montana.
But hell yeah.
Yeah,
But it's the
my
truth,
nephew
too.
Eli. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. They fight for real.
That's
I
right.
just like to act like I can fight.
But also, you're right. When people message to get booked instead of letting their work speak for themselves to get themselves booked, they're basically only coasting on what the other guy did
They're
by
like,
breaking.
well, how's anybody going to know me? And it's like, if they don't know you, then you're not doing your job.
Exactly, because you gotta
Right.
put the work in. You can't just go around messaging these promoters and asking to be booked. Because if you asking to be booked, you ain't getting nowhere.
And I never rode up into a show that I wasn't booked on and didn't work.
Exactly.
I would sometimes just ride like I was bored, like, hey man, yeah, I'll ride with you. Fuck it. Oh, you here? You got your bag? Of course I got my bag. You never go to show without your bag.
That's right.
Yeah, I do it. I do whatever.
And I've heard it been said that a lot of bookers will book on personality more than talent. If they just like your personality, if they want you in their locker room, regardless of how you work, they'll book you. Now you got a guy that's always constantly, hey man, book me, hey man, book me, hey man.
Yeah.
Right.
No man, you're annoying.
They'll be basically looking at that guy that keeps on asking. They're gonna be like, this motherfucker won't leave me alone. I'm gonna book him once and have him get his ass beat.
And then they book them and
once.
they complain and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this fucking.
You don't
yeah.
even book them once. You don't even book them once. Because
That's the mistake.
I would.
That's a little treat. Here's a little
Yeah.
treat.
Yeah,
And then they're coming back.
that's been the
can I get another
mistake.
treat? Can I get another treat?
That's been the mistake of many bookers here lately, is that they'll book the guy that's been knowing them way too long, and they don't realize if you fucking ignore that motherfucker and you don't book them, they'll go the fuck away because now they can't get no booking from you. So who they gonna go to? A good promotion like TSW. That's exactly what would happen.
Oh, I gotta give a very special shout out and happy birthday to Leon. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Leon.
birthday,
Hey,
Leon.
that's right. Today is the executive. Oh, look at that. Badass NWO gear by Hulk Hogan. This is when he returned in 02.
All right, so what's y'all's favorite Hulk Hogan? Y'all like the Hulkster or are we NWO?
I love both, but the Hulkster's
Man.
it. Hulkster.
At- okay.
For me, because I grew up with the Hulkster.
At the time, I was with everyone else. When he dropped the leg on Macho Man, it was fuck you, Hogan. You know, I think I was 13, maybe 14 at the time.
Hold on. What was your live reaction to that? You're sitting there watching the TV.
Fuck you, Hogan.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, I was
Fuck
mad.
you.
Yeah, I was mad too, but then it was
Because,
just.
I mean, and Hall and Nash were cool. I loved Hall and Nash. And Hogan's gonna, fuck you, Hogan.
That's right.
But then he just.
And you know what?
clicked With it, and I was.
That's
I was
my
with it.
favorite.
I was with it.
I mean, looking back on it, greatest thing that ever fucking happened.
Man.
Yes.
Him slamming Andre, him dropping the leg on Macho.
I remember where I
Historical
was.
moments in fucking
It
wrestling.
was so good because there were so many things out of the Hollywood Hogan you could actually do. Like anybody can do the too sweet. But
Yep.
everybody can't flex their fucking muscles and
They can't.
do the brother. You know what I mean? Like it was just so cool, man. Like
I remember where I was when the turn came. I remember that my dad had bought the pay-per-view, and we were curious about who was going to be the third man. And when we saw Hogan coming out there, we were like, all right, Hogan's going to save the day. Yeah. But as soon as I see him walk to the corner, I'm like, why isn't he doing the leg drop on any of the NWO guys? Why is he just letting the NWO guys leave the ring? Next thing I know, this motherfucker walks out of the corner and drops the leg drop on the Macho Man. I'm like, you son of a bitch. My dad was pissed too. We were furious that Hulk Hogan turned his back on WCW after all that time.
but he never was loyal to WCW.
He wasn't.
He was a WCW guy.
That's
So-
true.
So it all made sense, man. It was so good. Like
It was. They make you forget that Hall and Nash were saying that they
Well,
came from WWF.
what people didn't understand either was Hogan couldn't be the Hulkster no more.
Right, it was getting old.
He was too small. He had
Yep.
gotten in trouble with the steroids, so he had to quit. But he still looked good. So he had to be able to cheat. Like as a heel, you don't have to be big and tough. You can cheat, you know.
That's
So
right.
It was perfect for him. It was the perfect deal.
And he could still cut a mean promo too. And when he turned heel,
This will, like they said, I don't care what nobody says. Hulkamania will live forever.
Oh, yes,
That's
it will.
right.
Like,
Yes, it will.
people will be watching this for the rest of time.
that's right.
Richie, I got to know what's your favorite Hulk Hogan moment or match. Your number one.
Match. Probably when he beats Ultimate Warrior, because I didn't really like Ultimate Warrior.
I gotta correct you.
Oh, no.
Ultimate Warrior beat Hogan at WrestleMania 6.
No, he beat him in
Oh yeah.
WCW.
Oh yeah. That was the shittiest one because Ultimate Warrior was injured and they booked it and Hogan couldn't work like he usually
My
works.
favorite Hogan was Hogan and Zeus, man.
Yep.
Zeus was unfucking believable.
He was.
Like, you were thinking, like, there's no way he can win. Like, you can't hurt him. He don't get hurt.
It didn't matter. Zeus couldn't wrestle a lick.
And he had that
Right.
fucking
It
bear
didn't
hug.
fucking matter nothing. He stood there, jacked up. Hulk would hit him,
And he
no
was,
sell, and you
did
got...
you know they had like 3-inch lifts on his shoes because he
Yeah.
was so short?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
And he
was
was-
a super nice guy.
And it was like he stepped out of the movie No Holds Barred into
Right.
the real world.
You know?
And
And
that's
he
why-
applied that bear hug and had Hulk Hogan looking
I was
bad.
like, there's no way he can beat him. There's no way he can beat him.
Yeah, Hulk would hit him, and Zeus
Then he
would
tagged with Brutus Beefcake.
He would
and I was
shake
like,
it off, and you're like, how is Hulk going to beat him?
How
Hulk
you
can't
gonna
even
put-
hurt him.
But how's he gonna put Brutus Beefcake in that match? It should have been the Mega Powers.
Yeah.
There's them two. Oh,
Now,
Well,
that-
well, Macho was running heel at the time.
right.
Now that's
Yeah,
my
but
favorite though.
Oh, Mega Powers, man.
Mega Powers
Yeah,
was
him
the
and
best.
Mach is probably my favorite match.
That's my favorite match as well
He
because
dropped 5 elbows, bro.
Yep.
Fucking kicked out. Fuck it.
and also Hogan drops the leg once. Actually, I was watching the match here a few days ago during the live.
Can we play the
It's
the
still
Macho
so
Man
great.
Hulk Hogan diss track?
Be a man, Hulk.
I love
I bought that CD when it first came out.
You know what makes that so special? Because that's a real man hating on Hulk Hogan. He's just airing out his hatred for Hulk Hogan. My favorite diss though is what he did to Triple H. He said it was during the gym promo. He's like, Triple H, you want to call me a gorilla man? How about I come take your girl for a ride around town? Yeah, ooh yeah. How about I take her for a ride around town? Show what a real man is, Triple H. Knock your ass out.
Look, man, when he came out, dude, I was pumped. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. But I had no idea what was going down. Like, nobody did. Like, this was out of nowhere. And, you know, like, they're best of friends.
Yep.
Like, when The Rock was a kid, like, he knew Hulk Hogan when he was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's known him his whole life.
That's right.
He's watched this kid grow up. So, you know, Hogan, you know what he's feeling inside? Like, you know how proud he is of his
yeah.
kid?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yep.
like,
And it just felt right for two icons from two different generations to come together in the same ring.
but no, Hogan loved The Rock.
Yep.
He had no problem putting The Rock over.
And you could tell that The Rock
He
loves
was
him
glad
too.
to do it. Like, glad
I
to do it.
was such a Hulk Hogan mark growing up when I was a little kid that because he endorsed Flintstone vitamins,
Right.
I ate Flintstone vitamins.
Hey, me too.
They worked,
he
Johnny,
endorsed-
they worked.
He
They
endorsed
did.
That's how you get that ball.
That's right.
I want to tell.
He
I
endorsed-
want you to tell them about when we asked Dad for some Flintstone items.
He got us some.
Yeah, he got us. He didn't get us the gummies though.
Oh no!
Oh no, we didn't have the gummies. Them
Chewable.
them
Yeah,
Podcast-
we had the
yeah.
hard
All right,
ones.
here we go. Here we
They
go.
were gross.
They were so
Dude.
gross.
It look,
So good.
Oh, they were
and look, the
gross as
fans
shit.
are already reacting
But I
to
loved
this.
them because fucking Hogan had a commercial for them.
so
Look,
good.
That's why we asked for it.
Hogan had a commercial for Right Guard deodorant.
Listen to that crowd
So
too.
when I finally got
And
old
all
enough
they're
to
doing
wear
is staring
deodorant,
each other
what the hell
down.
do you think I bought?
Yeah,
Give me ass Right
honestly-
Guard that didn't last half a
honestly,
damn day.
On
I
the
heard
mic
that WWF
and all
did a
that, The
promotion
Rock
with,
is probably the
Strait
best ever.
Yep.
a long time ago.
Yep.
And
He is.
That, people were buying
On the
it
mic,
then.
The
Yeah, I
Rock's
saw
the
yeah.
best
somebody
ever.
bought
He
like a
is.
really old one off
He's
eBay.
so
I
fucking
seen a
good.
video
He
a long
is.
time ago.
And him, Hogan, Stone Cold Rock and Hogan's best on the mic.
That's right. And listen, now The Rock's about to talk, and the crowd was still loud.
Man. Rock.
This was monumental too.
Oh my God. I was dying, and I'm a grown ass man. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Because this was something that you didn't think would happen until this moment in time. Just like how when Austin fought Scott Hall.
This is real life Batman versus Iron Man or Captain America.
Right.
Like, this is real life that.
Joyce saw Donnie's comment from earlier, and she said, "Hey, Donnie, don't be talking about my boys."
What's Donnie been saying?
He said something earlier.
He said, y'all talking about me? We ain't talked about Donnie yet.
The disrespect. The disrespect.
I know, right?
I want to know what you think about Dad breaking Donnie's leg. Think it was intentional?
Donnie thinks it was.
He did keep the belt for what was it, like another 6 months or year?
Man, I'm longest reigning MWA champ of all time.
I think it might have been
No, I think Larry
intentional
Dean,
but
Larry
deserved.
Dean passed me, I think, but
Might have been intentional.
up till then I was.
Yeah, because
Intentional but deserved, Donnie.
remember, Barry was supposed to lose to Donnie that night, and
That's not gonna work
Donnie
for me,
ended.
brother.
Hey,
That's not gonna work for me.
that was a Barry pulling a Hulk Hogan that night. He's like, "Nope, brother, I'm going down with this spine buster onto your legs." That's right. And listen to that crowd. They're eating everything that he's saying.
Listen when he challenges him.
You are, without a shadow of a doubt, a legend. You are, without a shadow of a doubt, an icon. Quite possibly the best ever.
That's right.
And seeing as you are back in the WWF because of Vince McMahon, The Rock has one thing to say. You talked about headlining, main eventing, WrestleMania after WrestleMania after WrestleMania. Well, Hulk Hogan, The Rock says, how do you feel about headlining one more WrestleMania with The Rock?
And how he walked
There
up
we
on him like it was just perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
That was perfect in the stare
there's
down
nobody
after.
like that today. I don't give a fuck. There's nobody like those two
That's right.
today, period.
This is how you get the crowd invested.
And honestly, if Stone Cold didn't get hurt, he'd be the greatest ever. Like,
Yeah.
Yep,
but
because
when he got hurt, it just, I mean, he couldn't do what he could do before.
yep, when he got hurt, he started
That's most of
doing
my
a brawler
memories of Stone
style.
Cold. Like I remember, like my favorite Hulk Hogan match. Now thinking about it, is probably him and King Kong Bundy.
Nice.
Yes,
But-
in the cage, in
Yeah.
the blue cage.
But-
yeah.
Hey, I just watched that
I just
yesterday.
don't remember a whole lot of Hulk Hogan matches
Just
because
what I
like,
showed you,
when
yeah.
I was a kid, you watch them on tape, but every time you watch, it's just Hulk Hogan just doing the same body slam, leg drop, win.
and they only watched the match. They didn't watch the whole build up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Now-
when we were old enough to watch stuff, it was Stone Cold and The Rock about to go again, and they had the whole build up on tape instead of just the match.
Yeah, nice. And there's a lot of build-ups that Hulk Hogan had that
Yeah,
made
we
his
didn't see.
matches mean even
The
more.
only build ups that like we really saw was like him and Mox with Elizabeth.
And that was a great one because even though Hulk Hogan was doing heel stuff, it was still Macho Man as being the heel because he was doing things that a babyface wouldn't be doing to another babyface.
we
He's getting mad.
Can we talk about the greatest ending to a match ever? The double referee Earl Hebner. Woo! The greatest finish to a match ever. How much did they pay for the plastic surgery, brother?
Yes,
There's
Dave
not
and
a finish
Earl.
better.
It really is one of the greatest finishes
The double referee.
on Saturday night's
Had
main
their
event.
twins,
Oh yeah.
and everything that followed after that. Andre's champion. but he sells the belt to $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
That's right.
They stripped the belt from $1 Million Man because you can't do that. So we don't have a champion at all.
My favorite finish.
And then they do a tournament, and then Macho
That
Man.
was a great finish, but my most favorite finish is two guys. I don't even remember who the two guys were. They were having a casket match, and then when they opened it to put the other guy in, the fucking Undertaker was in there and came out on them.
I think that was
It was Kane and somebody maybe.
yeah, Kane, or it was HBK and
It
someone.
was Kane and JBL.
Oh
wasn't it?
yeah, now I remember. Was that 2010 or was
I
it?
don't know, but when they opened that fucking casket, you're not even paying attention. They opened and Undertaker's just laying there and he sits up. It was like
That brings me back. That brings back to
that was a
the
great
moment.
great fucking finish.
And that also brings me back to the moment where Randy Orton was building up to a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Oh,
And
dude, them two right there had
Yeah.
some underrated right there.
and there was a casket that had supposedly an Undertaker mannequin in it. And Randy's just standing there. He's confidently talking his trash, and camera looks at the mannequin. And mannequin's eyes pop open, and it's actually the Undertaker. And he just looks at him, and then closes his eye. And then Randy Orton, for a moment, is like, "Wait a second." Leans over the casket. He's looking like this, like, "Is that really a fucking wax dummy?" And grabs him by the throat, and then, ooh, that was a great one too.
So good, bro. Like, he's so good.
And look at that. The crowd is eating it up too.
Right.
This is what you call stage presence. Both men have the crowd eating out the palm of the hand. All they have to do is this less is more formula. It's something that you will never see again today. Because I've never seen nobody, not even Stone Cold Steve Austin rival Hulk Hogan in The Rock's stage performance. Because look at that. The crowd is excited because Hulk Hogan has not yet said a word. He's not yet said yes or no. All he's done is look at the
Jim
crowd.
Ross is so good, man.
He is.
For him to like know.
I used to love Jesse the Body though.
Yep.
Lust Hogan when him and Macho
Yep.
was fighting. Lust Hogan. That was so good.
He would always go after Hogan no matter what. Be like, yeah, but this guy's a no good son bitch.
Man, yeah.
Well,
Jim
Ventura
Ross
didn't like
hated
Hogan
Triple
because
H.
Hogan stole
He did.
He hated Triple H.
Tell me why. Tell me why, Triple H. Damn you to hell, Triple H, you son of a bitch. There we go. He said, let's do it. Seal the deal for handshake. This is at the time when he thinks that Hollywood's still doing NWO stuff. Oh, there we go. Oh. Crowd's excited for that one.
I love this right here.
Oh, yeah. Not as much as you. Brother.
Oh, rock bottom.
Bam!
Listen to that crowd, though.
Perfect.
The crowd stayed electric all throughout this promo. Even during Hulk Hogan not saying a word, all you had to do was just look at him.
Perfect. You just can't beat it, man. Just-
You can't. Hulk Hogan was someone that understood the assignment. He understood how to gravitate the crowd towards you. You saw it as Hulkster. You saw it as NWO Hogan.
I'll tell you another one I love.
My favorite match I watched live, which I was a big fan of him. I know this is a hot take, but I watched it live. It was Batista and Triple H in Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a fire match, too.
With the barbed wire chair.
They had the build up as well. Like, my favorite build up.
Also, Batista had one of the best looks ever.
He did.
Oh, man.
And my favorite.
He wasn't a great worker though.
He wasn't. But my favorite build up.
You don't know that when you were young.
But my favorite
Right.
build up to that
If
match.
somebody told you now, like when you were a kid watching him, like and Hulk Hogan had dissipated before you were old enough to understand, and told you Hulk Hogan wasn't a good worker.
See, y'all wasn't around when I was when watching Batista working with Evolution and Triple H. That made the 2005 build up to that match at WrestleMania mean even more when, out of nowhere, Batista reveals who he was going to choose to wrestle. And he puts Triple H's ass through the contract signing table and lets him know, I'll see you at WrestleMania.
He turned that thumbs down.
Oh man.
That was a hell of a build up because watching the build up, you feel something. That's like what I felt when you watch Hulk Hogan turn, or you watch when he went up against Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. You felt something because there was a build up that mattered, a build up that captured your heartstrings and made you give a shit about what the two men were about to do to each other. Same thing with Undertaker and Kane. Granted, that whole build up for that involved Kane not showing up for a while. You had Paul Bear always popping up saying, "Your brother's alive. Your brother's coming for you." Yeah. And then October 5th, 1997, HBK versus The Undertaker, first ever Hell in a Cell. Who comes out? Kane.
My God, it's Kane.
Give Vince McMahon the shit that you want, but guess what? No one's ever made a call like he did when he says, That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane. Rips the door off. Comes inside the ring. Him and Undertaker standing face to face, and you just see how tall this big son of a bitch is. Granted, he's wearing boot lifts himself, but at the time, you think this motherfucker's made Undertaker small.
And you gotta think everybody's like, "Oh, Undertaker this is his yard. He's the big guy. Like he's him." Now you bring in his little brother that's bigger, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
And then after there was also that moment where they had the Royal Rumble 1998. Up to that point, Kane was acting like he was suddenly on good terms with Undertaker. They were doing things together. They were helping each other out during DX attacking Undertaker. And then what happens? That no good son of a bitch, Big Red Machine comes out, grabs the Undertaker and chokeslams him into the casket. Locks it, takes it up to the ramp, takes an axe to the coffin, pours gasoline inside of it, and then burns it.
Oh, it's because them two. I think maybe.
Yeah, they took it off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they took off the best ones because this was a good build up for
Also,
Hulk Hogan coming out.
You want to tell them how we figured out wrestling was scripted because of this guy in the ring, Eugene?
Oh, Eugene? What did you tell us?
No, when we met him.
Tell us.
Oh, was he not in character?
Yes. So yeah, we met Eugene at a show. I think they did a show at I think it was Four Seasons, like an MMA gym here, and yeah, we got to meet Eugene, and we met him backstage, but he,
He wasn't doing his specials.
He's just a regular guy.
You're like,
he was like, that's when I started to question it. I still was like, it's still real.
You're like, yeah, it's still real. But watching Eugene no longer be special needs and that, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? I watched you on TV last week and you was nothing like this guy.
And then I also remember the first, another memory of Hulk Hogan I have very vividly is me and him both had the Hulk Hogan Jack specific action figure.
Yeah.
And he had his name written on his on the bottom foot, and I had mine written on. We'd always argue, and they were the same exact Hulk Hogan figures.
Yeah.
And we would always argue about these Hulk Hogan figures, and they would have our names on the bottom. Like, why you got mine? They're the same fucking thing.
Y'all should have been saying, hold up, show me the shoe.
One time, so we used to have full-on wrestling matches. I don't know if y'all ever had siblings.
Oh yeah.
And got to the
I did.
pleasure of being put in the
Hold
walls of Jericho.
on. See, you had the pleasure of having a brother who's 1 year older than you. I had the pleasure of having a brother who's 8 years older than me.
Oh, that's fun.
And I had the pleasure of suplexing my little brother all the time. The suplex you would think is dangerous.
Does yours let you win?
My brother is, let's see, at the time, he was probably 6'2", 250.
Oh.
I didn't win anything.
I was wondering.
What was probably your biggest loss
To him or
to your brother?
any time?
Yeah.
Or
and
how
that was-
about the one time I thought I could really fight back and really hauls off, so he really hauls off back.
Oh God, that's the worst because then he's like, all right, you gonna step to me like a man, I'm gonna step to you like a man. Here you go, first shot.
But yeah, I mean, talk about being put in the walls of Jericho until you're forced to tap. Like, you won't tap because he's not putting all the pressure in. Then he's like,
Yeah.
you better tap, you little fucking shit. And he would pull my leg.
Sean used to do that to me all the time. We used to have fights all the time, wrestling moves. Walls of Jericho's, Boston crabs, sharpshooters, suplex positions, you name it. One time, my little brother threw a box, and I'm not talking about the box with its side hitting you. I'm talking about the edge of the box hitting you square right here, inside the ribs. That hurts like a son of a bitch. He threw it at me. It hit me right there, and I thought they'd hit me with something else, and it's just the edge of this motherfucker. I'm like, you son of a bitch. So I suplexed him. Don't suplex your little brother on the ground. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's not even close.
we've had, one time they about killed me doing the 3D on the trampoline. They was too close. Whoever was doing the cutter came in too close on the cutter and didn't really catch it, so I just lawn darted. I think he had my legs.
I did it right.
Yeah, he had my legs and did it right, but my cousin was too far in, and so when I came down, like, he held my legs straight, but like my body just kind of went in, and I just neck. Oh, it was bad.
Now I wish that I'd hit Andy with the leg drop instead of the elbow
When
drop.
it actually got serious and actually started working, I didn't all our stuff looked good and was done right.
I bet it looked better than half of the guys that wrestled today.
You guys ever see Hogan live at all?
Nah.
Ever see Hogan live?
I did it a couple times when he came to Rope Arena. That was it. I never got to meet him. It was crazy because we were down in Orlando this year, and we were going to go down to his bar because he came on every Monday. He shows up, and we were going to go. But it was a 2-hour drive from our hotel there and a 2-hour drive back. But we were going to party. Didn't want to drive 2 hours back after drinking, so we didn't go. But now we regret that we didn't go.
Mike Elmore said from YouTube, he said, you guys ever talk about Canada's most entertaining wrestling promotion, Mystery Wrestling? Well, this is our first time hearing about it.
Tell us about Mystery Wrestling.
Yeah, tell us about it.
What is it now?
It's called Mystery Wrestling. It's up there in Canada.
Where? Canada?
Yep.
Nice.
We already know about Colorado thanks to our man there, Primo's Premier Pro Wrestling. They got some great wrestling up there.
We got to give our flowers to Canada. They've produced so many great
Oh, yeah.
wrestlers.
Oh, Canada's a great
Yep.
wrestling country.
There's a lot of wrestlers you don't realize that are from Canada.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest ones, Bret Hart. Lance Storm, he don't get his flowers.
So I want to know whatever happened to, like, the Hart Dungeon. Do they still run it?
No,
I think that it's ran now by Natalia, but she only does it once in a while.
yeah, no, Stu hasn't done anything with it probably since the early 90s.
Stu's dead.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
he hasn't probably trained anybody.
They didn't have- yeah,
That's
in the
true.
90s.
Because he's gone. So you gotta think, the only one that can carry on the
Fucking
dungeon,
Macho Man was so good.
Oh,
he
man,
was.
great.
He's really unbelievable if you watch him. He's
And the
all
fact
over
that-
the place and works life and puts people over like
He was my favorite.
And it's-
growing up.
beefcake shit though. I don't care.
Have you
Yeah,
guys- have you
Beefcake
guys seen the
sucks.
No Holds Barred movie?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Great.
So you guys know about Zeus and all right.
Debo.
Yeah, I've actually been trying to find it on VHS because I found that thing and I'm trying to get like 10 or 20 VHS movies just to keep.
Yeah.
And I want to find that one, but I can't find it.
That'd be a great one to find.
looking at Macho Man, you never
don't
would have
know.
guessed.
Now
Is he
it's
actually
possible.
is he actually cross-eyed?
Who,
Yeah.
He
He's
really
got
is.
one
Yep.
eye that
Yeah.
shoot- yeah.
he really is cross-eyed, and he really will put you inside a bear hug if you ask him to.
He was just he's just he was just a celebrity though. He wouldn't really
Yeah.
But looking at Macho Man, you wouldn't have guessed that he used to steal steaks. here in Kentucky.
My uncle actually is the one that arrested him and took him to jail.
Nice.
Uncle Bob's-
And my dad shared a jail cell with him at that point too. And that's before Macho Man became well known in WWF. Just looking at him, you wouldn't have guessed that. Hell, my family, I wouldn't have guessed was setting up rings for Danny Fargo at one point. Or that I have distant relations to Bruno Sammartino.
Shout out to
here
Sherry
she comes.
Martel, too.
Here comes First Lady of Wrestling. Hey, speaking of which, tomorrow night, the Nice Guy Andy podcast will be at the Capital City Museum for the Miss Elizabeth Museum exhibit. And also for Kentucky Wrestling Federation. It is free. Everyone is invited because Capital City Museum is paying for everything. Bell time is at 6 p.m. You can come on out and enjoy the exhibit before the matches start. And then stay for the 9 p.m. Miss Elizabeth showing. Because they're going to have actual footage of Miss Elizabeth's career outside of the ring.
That sounds amazing. Tomorrow it's free, guys.
That's right.
What you doing? If you ain't
Come
doing
on out
nothing
to
tomorrow,
Frankfurt and enjoy the show.
That's right.
what time we got on it? I think it's from. They said the show's 5 to 8.
Yep.
Five big matches.
Yep, the 5 big matches are actually 6 p.m. match start time, 5 p.m.
Let's pull.
You can get in there.
real quick. Let's see.
So before the matches, head on over to Capital City Museum. Check out the Miss Elizabeth exhibit.
That's right. And also, if you want to, stay at 9 p.m. because you're going to get to see Miss Elizabeth before and after she was in wrestling. Oh, look at it. They're hugging. He's giving a strategy. Shout out to Sherry Martel, though. You can't take anyone away from Sherry. Look at Zeus. He's shrugging it off. Hulk Hogan can't do nothing against this man. You can wreck his eyes, but you can't do anything else. Look at that. 2 big clubs take Hulk Hogan down.
He literally had no moves.
Yep. But that didn't matter because you invested in what he was doing. To you, what he was doing felt like a monster was taking on your hero. Like all he had to do was that. And it sold the crowd on this guy being a monster that Hulk Hogan could not overcome. This is a monster that came from No Holds Barred into the real world and is out to kill it.
Hogan is working himself.
Yep. Meanwhile, all Zeus has to do is club him and look tough.
Just stand there, and Hogan will bounce off of you.
Yep, and when he does the clubs, just to bring your arms down, Hulk Hogan will do the rest. And now, Macho Man is tagged in.
Let me work a little bit.
Yep, because he's got to rein it back in because he knows that Zeus is limited. Up to the top rope. Double axe handle.
Bam!
Got it. Classic Macho Man.
He's so good.
He is.
You know, I was real good friends with Sherry.
Nice. And also, Sherry used to change in front of the boys. She didn't give a fuck.
I hung with Sherry. I did, like, on a personal level. The guy I was working with here, he was doing big shows. He's a big money guy. And he moved her down here to book the shows. We did them at Varsity Blues and Tattersalls.
Nice.
That's when we had Andy Guerrero, and that's a poster I'm going to get a copy of.
Hell yeah.
But she didn't like him because he was big marks.
Yeah.
So she always wanted to hang out with me and my brother.
Hell yeah.
But so when we go to shows, she would just call random, be like, "Hey, what y'all doing? Like, hey, we going to the show? Hey, I want to ride with y'all."
Hell
so
yeah.
here we all roll into the show to work, and we got fucking Sherry Martel with us. You know?
Woo!
Yeah.
There is no higher honor than having Sherry Martel with you.
But no, she was cool. She was really sweet, like great person. I actually hung out with her a lot more than most people. Because I would just go over there and smoke weed with her and shit.
Heck yeah.
Kick it with her. She was an 80s rocker, bro. Like, she was a partier.
Love it.
So she didn't know nobody. They moved her down there and got her apartment, so she didn't know nobody. So when she met me and my crew, she was like, I'm more like y'all than anybody else, you know. So
Hell yeah.
go over and kick it with her and talk. She took me up in the room. She had one of Elizabeth's gowns. She had one of Macho Man's gowns. She had all this wrestling memorabilia. It was fucking so cool.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why there will never be another like Sherry.
Then she would tell me all the inside stories, and it was like, whoa, like
Blow your mind.
blow your mind, bro. She was like a lot of them guys. There wouldn't be nothing to walk into the locker room and see one of the other wrestlers fucking another one in the ass.
Yeah.
And she said it wasn't a gay thing. She said it was a power thing. So like they all were kind of that like it was wild, man. I would be like mind blown, you know. Like,
Yeah.
She never named names, but she was like some of the people you wouldn't believe, and it's all. You know, which I've heard that about Vince a bunch. Like,
Yeah.
And she said it wasn't really a gay thing, it was a power thing.
A lot of people say Shawn, but is it because his character was flamboyant back in the day? Because Shawn was
because
the
it's
fucking best,
Because
man.
what he got away with behind the scenes.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's
Because he did a lot of shit that would have gotten other people fired, but because he was one of the top guys, one of the guys that could sell the most, this man was
Hell,
like,
his first night
I'm not gonna
in
fire
company,
him.
and Marty Jannetty got in a bar fight. I'm pretty sure he got beat up, didn't he?
Yeah, but I know what story you're talking about. Mark Janae was not involved. What happened was that these Marines.
No, that's a different
No,
story.
there's
different story.
Yeah, are you talking about when he goes in with the clique?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Marines took
Yeah.
offense to him, and they beat his ass and left him with a black eye.
Yeah.
Which they wrote him off for. But they also wrote him off when Triple H put him through a car windshield.
Yeah. Shawn was bad off.
But yeah, there was 2 bar fights. You're right. One with Mark Jannetty, one with the Click. The Click one is the most famous one because he got targeted because he looked good and he was flirting with the Marines girls.
Oh, I gotta give another shout out. Somebody we had somebody from Kentucky on that stage for Hulk Hogan's tribute. Shout out to Marty Clay.
That's
Shout out
right.
Marty Clay.
Big Marty
He was
Clay.
on the stage for Hulk Hogan's
Hell
tribute.
yeah, he was. Well deserved. What's up, Mom?
Hello, Miss Mary.
But you know what? That's well deserved because Hulk Hogan deserved 3 shows that paid tribute to him. Nobody in the history of professional wrestling made as big an impact as Hulk Hogan. Ric Flair is close to that, but he is not where Hulk Hogan was. Hulk Hogan had a mystique about him that had people believing that this man was a superhero, that he was the guy
But he
that
was. Back then he was. Like
he
fought-
basically was.
He fought.
Mary, I gotta know how big of a Hulkamaniac was Lil Johnny. Was Lil Johnny terrorizing, flexing, ripping shirts?
Hey, even today I still rip shirts. Last year I ripped a shirt that had a collar with it because if you're strong enough, you can rip that collar
I'm
without
wondering
no
how many
hand.
times she walked in on little Johnny giving love to other little Johnny. That's where we're at.
No,
Little Johnny got caught.
No.
You was too slick to get caught, wasn't you?
No, I do. I do women.
No, you know, little Johnny. You know, with the Playboy.
Oh,
bag,
no.
You know.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
I still have my
Right,
Playboys too
right.
and Hustler.
Did you ever get caught though by Mama Johnny?
No,
Okay, that's a good thing.
because you got to be slick with
You
it.
gotta be slick with it. You gotta be slick
You
with it.
gotta make sure that nobody's gonna walk in on you because you don't want an embarrassing feat like that to happen. Especially if you're young and it's gonna be a memory that's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life.
You know, and when you talk about the shout outs too, you think about like we're looking at these guys as heroes, you know,
Yep.
like heroes. But we got a real life hero right here. Like this dude's a
Yep.
firefighter. He goes out and saves people and takes
Lieutenant.
care of people. He's Lieutenant Dan. His name's Daniel, so he's Lieutenant Dan. But I'm just saying,
right.
like, you got a real life hero
Yes, sir.
right here because I never run into a burning building. You know, I never pulled nobody out of a burning building.
And another shout is also to Tuffy and Tuffy Jr. They also firefight.
Right.
Shout out to your helmet. Shout out to all the.
I got a Hulk Hogan helmet on my, or a sticker on my.
Nice.
Sticker on his helmet.
See that? Hulk Hogan's with you always.
I've had it since I started.
That's right.
And
That's your lucky
Brandon's
charm.
cool. He likes little dudes, but he's cool.
Hey, at least he. What? I got a story.
I mean, he's not allowed within 1,000 yards of a school or what's called, but that's a different story.
It's because the mustache, wasn't it? It's because the mustache.
It's the Shooter McGavin porn star mustache, I think.
See, I told you about that, doing the Shooter McGavin stuff to people.
They said it's either a porn stash or a pedo stash. It's
Right.
in between the lines.
Right, so it's a fine line. So just stay away from schools is all I'm telling you.
Hey, I got a story though. You know, a couple weeks ago,
Oh, yeah.
you
went on
and
with it.
Jane were training with each other, right? You were her sparring partner.
Yeah.
She did not know that you were a four-time state collegiate champion.
Yeah.
And she says inside the group, she's like, okay, y'all motherfuckers did not tell me that I was working with a killer that could have broke my arm in 6 places today. This is on you motherfuckers.
Yeah, she goes, yeah, I was training with Bmoney, and that guy's like a natural. Like, he's done this before. It's like, oh, well, yeah, here's his credentials.
And also his dad is also a
Right, when he
wrestler.
started like we've been working our whole lives. Like I was teaching them as they're growing up, but I mean, his wrestling ability, same with Richie if he decided to train, like they already know all the basic shit. Like
That's right.
there's not a whole lot that you're going to train them,
That's right.
I got to train them here
Yeah.
more than anything. Like right now, in my opinion, it's a mental game.
That's right.
Like it's not. You don't have to be big. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to be skilled. You got to be mentally strong, so you don't get taken advantage of, and you don't get used up. Like I'm saying, and
That's right.
build somebody else up off your name.
Exactly. Because
So-
there are a lot of people like
So
that.
I got I'm good with him training and all that, or either one of them training. But of course I would train them some myself. But I got a lot of rules when it comes to shows, because I've done good shows, I've done shit shows, and shit shows are a waste of time.
They are.
Shit shows are a waste of your back, a waste of your knees, a waste of your elbow, everything. So, that's one thing I didn't know then that I know now. So now if he comes to me, he'll say, hey, we're doing blah, blah, blah. And if I don't like it, I'm going to be like, no. But Donnie's talked about being his manager. I've talked about being his manager. So I wouldn't have to worry. Either way, I wouldn't have to worry about it, because if him and Donnie roll up and they start talking some bullshit, Donnie's going to be like, no, we're good.
That's right.
And same with me. So, that's my biggest fear is they, I did a lot of what I call wasted shows. They just wouldn't work my time, wouldn't work my time away from them, time away from my family. So that, if I could take one thing back, that would be it. Some shows I would never take back. Because,
Exactly.
They were great, but
I've heard Mick Foley say the same thing. He could take a lot of those matches back. He would, doing some crazy bumps for 100 people in the crowd and a $50 payoff.
That's
you
right.
only got so many. Hulk Hogan only had so many leg drop free after that first back surgery. Oh wait, hold on, your cord stuck under.
He's trying to heat
Yeah, we got to go wireless in this studio already.
But also, you don't want to be working for shitty promotions, because shitty promotions bring the state of Kentucky down. And there are a lot of shitty promotions that I've seen and heard about that you will want to say, fuck you, I'm not working for you. You want to work for a promotion that has their shit together. Is it going to take advantage of you? Is it going to try to book you to work with shitty people? And also, they're talking to this man right here.
I'll just be straight up, and it's probably unpopular, whatever, but here's how training goes in Kentucky. If you want to learn how to wrestle, you can train with the guy Brandon's training with. He'll teach you how to wrestle.
Yep.
Ready to You know, he trains great wrestlers. But if you want to train to go to the next level, you got to go to Roger. You just got to. He just got a different. And it's nothing against nobody else because honestly, I would rather be the kind of wrestler that Rated X trains. Than the wrestler that Roger trains. But Roger trains the wrestlers for today's time. Like Roger has evolved with the time.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like he still gives them that old school flair, but he teaches them the new way.
Yep.
X is straight old school and teaches you how to be a great people, working person. And I would rather be that wrestler. But what sells today is the other wrestler. You see what I'm saying? Like we're like the last of the Cowboys. They don't want us no more. They want this new flipping and flopping and kicking dude in the shin with your hands in your pocket, all that goddamn bullshit.
I will say that.
And to me, it's like it ain't worth watching. Like I literally don't watch it unless Brendan says, "Hey, such and such is gonna be on there. Here's the pay-per-view. Such and such is gonna be on there." I don't watch it, and I hate that because my whole world. Dude, I watch wrestling 5 nights a week. You know what I mean? Saturday morning. Sunday, they had WWE on in the morning. And then Monday Night Raw. Tuesday night. All the shit, And it just ain't worth watching no more.
The best ones to watch right now would be Gunther because he realizes less is more. And that style still gets over.
I like him a lot.
Definitely one of the people that I enjoy watching. Like, I also like CM Punk because he also follows the less is more strategy. Like he understood. That's something that a lot of wrestlers today could have learned.
Another one that was Braun Breaker.
Yep.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker is the future of wrestling.
Yes.
Period.
Greatest spear in the game.
Dude, he is the future. He is a fucking machine. He's raised by 2 fucking legends. Like he's he's just the future.
Oh, Sherry Martel goes down because Miss Elizabeth just sucked the taste out of her mouth.
He's raised by real wrestlers.
Huh?
He's raised by real wrestlers.
Right, and he was a real wrestler, like you guys. He was legit.
He was a 3-sport athlete in high school. He did baseball, wrestling, and football.
And that's like Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle took to wrestling real quick, and he was an Olympic wrestler. He won Olympic medal.
Nobody really likes him, but look how quick Logan Paul learned how to wrestle.
Hey, I respect him because...
Hey, look, if you look at that, that's a weave right there.
Yep.
Well, they just cut. That's why they got that that silver on the top. The silver on the top lets them know where her real hair starts.
That reminds me of something that I watched last night.
No, that whole top is a weave.
Last night, I was watching this video that showed that Jeff Jarrett's head may have been shaved, but it was shaved prior to the show, and they just put hair and they put the hat. X-Pac put the shears against the head, and they were making it look like he was getting shaved. And they say action, then he's like, drops the hair.
Johnny, if you give these boys any advice in the world, what would it be?
Work less is more.
No,
Because
beard. Come on, Johnny. The beard.
Well, if you're going to have a beard.
No, a beer.
A beer.
Beer.
What's it taste like? Tastes great, right? Men like
it
beer,
does taste
like?
great. It does taste great. But you know what else tastes great? Pussy. But if that pussy does not taste great and it stinks, guys, fellas, I'm telling you, stay away from that dirty pussy and go for the beer because it'll save your life.
Too sweet on that one, though.
Famous words. We should have that like engraved.
Yeah. Because it is the truth, because there has been a lot of smelly kitties.
Gentlemen,
What do you do when you approach a smelly kitty?
If I approach a smelly guy, I tell her, you can give me a blowy, but I'm not eating you down.
boys, I'll put it like this. If it smells like chicken, keep a licking.
That's
if it
right.
smells like trout, get the hell
away. Because let me tell you, the beer is so much better than that. At least you're not going to be dying and vomiting from smelling it.
What kind of beer you gotta get?
How bad?
Jack Daniels.
What's the worst
What
one?
kind of beer, Jack Daniels?
What's the worst one you
That's
ever
a beer.
smelled, Johnny?
Well, if it's worse and it smells like
How
death,
bad was the worst one you ever smelled personally, though?
it smelled like death. I vomited, and I realized, no, I gotta go. I'm not eating this.
No more. You was already on it.
Yep,
Don't lie, you
I
still
got it out of there.
You was on it and came off of it.
Yeah, as soon as I smelled it, I was like,
Then
okay.
it was on your beard.
Yeah, and I had to wash my fucking face. I was like, oh God, no. That's the worst feeling too. You get down there, you thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get to eat it. I think she's hot, but then you smell it, and you realize, oh God damn, it's all over my face. And now I gotta get the bleach, and I gotta bleach my damn beard. Woo! That's
up,
why you
Chucky
stick to the
Smooth?
beard.
Next
Chucky Smooth.
subject.
What you got? You got some advice for Chucky Smooth?
Hey, Chucky.
No, don't. He don't need that.
Listen, Chucky.
Hold on. Let him finish. He's got.
Listen, Chucky.
No.
If you're ever gonna have beer, and you love beer, but you also love the taste of pussy, if it starts smelling, my fella, stay away from it and just stick with the beer, cause it'll save your life.
All right, Chucky Smooth. What we talking about?
Chucky Smooth.
Oh, I remember when Uncle Al turned on him. I was heartbroken. That was a bad day.
Everybody
When I
loves to
turned on
turn
him?
on.
No, when Uncle Al turned on Chucky Smooth,
Oh, yeah.
they were together for
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, that was a great tag. Him and Al was a good tag.
Chucky Smooth has always said on the podcast when he comes on there, just for Elvis, always, fuck Al Steele. Because Al Steele turned on him more than anyone. Everyone turned on Chucky Smooth when they want good
Oh
heat.
yeah.
Al Steele.
Yeah, 'cause everybody
is
loved him.
Kentucky's
Like-
#1 or Kentucky wrestling's #1 prick.
Oh, damn. Chucky Smooth already ate a smelly pussy. He said, too late. Oh, God, no.
He should have stuck with the what, Johnny?
Yep, he should have stuck with the beer because, woo.
He don't drink beer. That's probably why he done it. He kept on eating. He
Exactly.
don't drink beer. He drinks bourbon.
Exactly.
He said fuck it. He said fuck it. He fucked it.
He went in. Oh man.
But everyone, like someone recently took offense to me saying that Chucky Smooth was the John Cena, because in a way he was like
Right.
MWA's John Cena.
He was.
And the guys like, no, we were all John Cena. It's not just Chucky. I'm like, no. Chucky was it.
Chucky had the charisma and the shit like John
I
Cena.
didn't,
had.
I didn't wash my fucking arm for weeks when Chucky Smooth would sign my arm. I wouldn't
Exactly.
wash my arm for weeks.
Exactly, and that's why when I say Chucky was the John Cena of MWA, I meant because anytime you want good heat, you turn the fuck on Chucky Smooth because he was the ultimate babyface. He was the guy that the fans loved to cheer for. And
Birdman, baby.
yep, Coco Beware.
So
Love
good.
it. He is.
He was great, man.
A lot of people don't give him his flowers.
He wouldn't get no rub because he was black, man. I mean, just call it what it is. Back in the day, it was real
Yep.
racist. You know, they
It
didn't.
was.
They wouldn't let the black guys get a rub, man.
But he always
'Cause you
got over
I mean, you got Butch Reed, he was my, actually, during this time, he was one of my very favorite wrestlers. I love the natural Butch Reed, and he just couldn't get a rub, man, just because of that.
That's
I
right.
always liked
And
the
then
Junkyard
Booker
Dog.
T kind of broke that mold, you know. Booker T was the first one that
And Farouk
people
was also
like, man, quit fucking denying him. He is fucking good. Like, he needs to be the champ.
Yeah,
And
Booker
it's-
T should have got more than he got.
Right.
He was
No.
only 5-time champ, but he should have been.
But it was weird because he was great in WCW.
Yes.
But when he come to WWE, he wasn't as good.
No,
I
That's
didn't
right.
understand it. It was like it was more commercial when he come to WWE. When he was just a worker in WCW, and he could fucking work. Did he do that fucking Harlem Hangover, man?
Yep.
Ain't nobody else can do that. dude.
Nobody
Like,
could.
And that missile drop kick, like
He
Yep.
wanted to go.
And his scissors kick.
Right,
You
all
can't
of
deny it.
all of his shit was so good. That's why he had to leave his brother because he was so
Yep.
good. Like they're like, bro, we got to push you.
That's right.
And
Chucky said, it's funny to hear people hate, laugh out loud, but I have the receipts and know what I meant to the local indie scene. Was glad to be a part of it and to give back.
Who
That's
said that?
right.
what did he say?
He said, it's funny to hear people hate, laugh out loud, but I have the receipts and know what I meant to the local indie scene.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
glad to be a part of it and to give back.
I mean, haters is always going to hate.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And what they need to understand is that you cannot say that everyone was John Cena because nobody had what Chucky Smooth
Saying
had.
that to make yourself feel better.
right.
That's
No,
Exactly.
what they're saying.
Chucky was over, bro. Like, no matter what you say, he was over.
Exactly.
Like,
And he was the John Cena because
right.
no one else inside the NWA had as much as John Cena feels he did. I mean, this man right here wouldn't wash his arm for a long time after it got signed.
I still
That
want
right
one
there.
of them jackets.
Oh, still want the jacket.
Yeah.
Still want the damn jacket.
The fur coat they come out with, that's like John Cena and his jorts. He would not go anywhere without the jorts. He even to the say, even as a heel, he still wears the jorts. That's what Chucky Smooth and the fur coat was about, because even when he went heel, he was still inside the fur coat, because that is the John Cena of the MWA. And
know what?
man,
Going off of what Chucky Smooth just said, and I'm gonna give you this advice going into your career. Embrace your haters.
that's right.
Your haters will make you famous. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
I've always said
If somebody's talking about you, don't matter what they're saying, they're talking about you.
And they're getting your name out there.
Well,
Love your haters.
what I've always said is a comment is still a comment.
Yes, sir.
No matter what, a view is still a view. A like is still a
Well,
like.
here's the thing. Your haters will actually call out your flaws. Your fans won't. Your fans will say, "Oh, you're great no matter what."
That's
you do."
right.
Your haters will be like, "Oh man, your punches look like shit." So then you'll go back and watch and be like, "Oh shit, you know, I didn't work on my punches. I need to do that."
And that's
one
helpful.
of my favorite moves. I used to do all the time.
Nice.
I would jump off and let somebody punch me in the stomach and do that
I
flip.
love seeing that from $1 Million Man.
I used to do it all the time. That's one of my
Nice.
favorites to do. I'd jump off the second with a double axe or with a kamali chop, and they'd hit me in the stomach and I'd do the flip.
Nice.
I love that spot.
I also like Mark Janae because that was another guy that could work back then.
I actually stole. So basically, my move that I created, which people use it now today, was stole from $1 Million Man. It was the $1 Million Dream into basically a choke slam. You know, the hibernator, like I
Yep.
grab them in the $1 Million Dream is a choke slam.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then now somebody uses. I think,
Jinder Mahal.
somebody uses it.
Jinder Mahal's.
But that's
think
great.
I
I'm not even mad. I'm glad. Like, you know, but I created. They can say whatever they want. I didn't create the $1 Million Dream, but
You create the combination,
the hibernator, yes, 100%.
and no one
Yeah,
can
I
take
hope-
that
I
away.
hope everybody uses it because I created it.
Exactly, and who knows? Someone will come back to the podcast, hear you say that, and when they see that move get done on the big leagues, they'll be like,
But they can't do it like
exactly,
I do.
they can't.
They can't do it like I
They
do.
can try, but they won't.
You know.
It's kind of like how no one can replicate what Jake the Snake Roberts would do when he
Oh,
did
but that's
DT.
probably the biggest waste of talent ever.
Yep.
Jake could have done anything he wanted to do. He could have been Hulk Hogan if he wanted to be.
He could
But
have.
he, you know, the partying and all the other shit he loved more, you know. And that was a life, man. A lot of those guys, bro, I was with them, like, they throw down.
Yes,
We
they
had
did.
one of the names come in for the weekend we did a 3-shot deal, and he hung with us for the weekend. He never slept, bro, the whole weekend. And he's a big name, huge name. Never slept. I'm like, bro, I gotta go to bed for a couple of hours. Wake up, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, he's still going, still sitting right where I was.
Hey,
Like, for
that-
3 days, brother. I'm like, how?
That's like me and Dad that one time. Me and Dad back in 2015, we were drinking. Everyone else wanted to go to sleep, but we wasn't feeling tired.
Like Johnny Lee.
We're like, fuck it. We're gonna stay up. We're gonna do our thing. We continued drinking all the way into the morning hours. We didn't go to sleep until about 9 a.m. Or no, it was actually at 11 a.m. when we finally dozed off. We were up all the way from the day before to that time. Woo!
So how many women you got right now, Johnny?
Well, I got tons of them. They
I figured.
always come to me.
They all looking at your video.
They do. Especially
know.
that one where I was flexing my body at them.
Right.
Chelsea.
I know, I almost
you was
lost my
flexing
woman.
for Chelsea that day.
Yes.
He almost lost her. You try to take it from him.
That's true. He almost lost her. Even when she came to the studio, he's like, "Oh God, no, we gotta go, Chelsea. You can't be looking no more."
You can't be looking at Johnny Lee.
She sent you some DMs after that, didn't she?
Yep. Hey, Donnie Green has a hottie too.
She loves you too, don't she?
Yes, she does. Hey, I had to
And
move
you're
away
way
from her
more-
because
Hey, you're way more of a stud than him.
hey, that's true.
I mean, you're Johnny Lee.
Exactly. Plus, I'm Superfly,
He doesn't have the secret.
and I wear the sequin.
He don't got the secret.
And
Yeah,
also, I helped give her the name Lovely Latina.
He does have a secret. It's a vest though.
Which one? Who? Donnie? You know who inspired that? This guy. He needed to have that because he's like, ain't no way I'm letting my woman lead.
Like Johnny Lee.
That's right. And you know what? Donnie Green is the man. But hey, he realized I gotta have sequin just like him. So now I'm gonna start sporting this sequin vest of mine. I'm like, well, you know who had that sequin vest before? Because I had a gold one.
Yeah.
Whew,
I heard
the ladies love it.
I heard you told Hulk Hogan.
Tell him call in. Where's he at? Somebody tag that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Clean current. Tell him call in.
I'm surprised he hasn't called in.
I know. He's always watching Johnny Lee,
That's right.
trying to mimic and copy Johnny Lee.
Exactly. And you know, Hulk Hogan died a week to this day because it was last Thursday and today is Thursday. There will never be another Hulk Hogan. There will never be another Hulkamania like his Hulkamania.
But it will live forever.
That's right, because Hulkamania never dies. Hulkamania is the pinnacle of professional wrestling. Hulkamania is a way to live by.
It is professional wrestling.
That's
Honestly,
right.
without Hulk Hogan, it wouldn't be as big as it is today.
Hulkamania is
It
the
would have died
spirit.
out.
Damn
It
straight.
never would have made it to what it was. It would have probably.
Yeah, it might have, but it just looks a lot different.
Right. It
Damn
looks
straight.
a lot smaller scale.
Yes, sir.
There wouldn't have been 92,000 people even to show up and see the Macho Man versus Andre the Giant. They just wouldn't have done it.
That's
it was
right.
only Hogan. That was the only spot, the only person you could put to believe that they could maybe beat the Giant was Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
But even before that, I don't think they would have had enough money to keep it afloat without him.
That's right. He made it a mega
Oh, he
billion.
generated a
Here's
lot
the
of money.
thing. Here's the thing. Dave Meltzer gave that match a negative 4-star rating.
Man, fuck Dave
Andre
Meltzer.
Hogan, WrestleMania 3, negative 4 stars.
Well, you know what I gotta say to him?
Now, well, hold on. None of his 5-star matches, and certainly not his 7-star matches, drew 93,000 motherfuckers.
That's right.
Who did that?
Dave Meltzer.
Dave Metzler?
Yep.
He can eat a fat baby's dick.
And you know what? Dave
Like,
Meltzer also
Dude,
used-
that's one of the most iconic matches in fucking
It
wrestling
is.
history. So he's a fucking jabroni.
And also-
Like, if he's really gonna do that, like you're a fucking you're a dumbass.
and this guy's
Like
supposed.
it put wrestling on the map.
It did.
Hold on, 92,000 people showed up. How many people tuned in on pay-per-view?
Oh, million.
Right.
Hold
That's
on,
what
hold
I'm
on,
saying.
Hold on.
So
Not
fuck-
just pay-per-view. Not just pay-per-view.
Fuck
Back
Dave
then they had
Meltzer.
closed circuit television.
Exactly.
How many matches he worked?
None.
Now, how many matches he worked?
Probably not one.
So tell him go suck a fat baby's dick.
Because he's a fucking mark and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking
here's
about.
Here's another thing. 92,000 people live attendance. However many people pay-per-view. At the time, they also had closed circuit television, which basically you went to Rupp Arena and
Right.
watched it on the big screen there.
Right.
That's right.
600,000 people across the U.S.
And no other match that he's rated a 5-star has ever been able to do that. Hulk Hogan and Andre Giant was the
What's an
first
example of a
5-star.
5-star match.
Exactly. A 5-star match.
That he's claims a 5-star.
It's like Kenny
Probably-
Omega and Okada.
Oh, okay.
The
Ricochet versus
People that
Finn
can
Balor.
work but ain't
Well, they
making
do-
no money.
Did he
Like,
ever?
This motherfucker made millions.
Yeah.
What's the rating star they gave Macho Man versus Ricky
7-star
Steamboat?
match is Chris
WrestleMania 3.
Benoit.
I know he
and
rated
Booker
that
T.
pretty high. I think I got like 4.25 or something.
4.
Yeah.
That should have been a 5-star match
Yeah,
because
right.
just like Hogan Andre is a 5-star match.
Rock Austin. That's a 5-star match.
Steamboat Macho Man.
See,
Exactly.
see, he doesn't rate storytelling. He rates the actual physicality.
But
the
you're
actual
you're
technicality of
telling me a non-worker
Yes.
judges workers.
Yes.
Okay.
The pro wrestling magazine. The pro wrestling magazine.
And the most
Who
fu-
doesn't have one match under his belt is okay. That's why nobody buys it.
That's right.
Like nobody buys it. Nobody buys
also-
magazines no more.
He used to be treated like he was respectful because he would act like he respected wrestling.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
here in the
fuck that.
2000s, he showed his true colors because now he's biased towards AEW. Every match that
Right.
he do is a 5-star or 7-star match.
He probably went to Diddy parties.
Exactly. He looks like the
More
type to do that.
likely.
Andy was at the Diddy parties too with him.
Huh?
Yeah.
Andy was at the Diddy party.
Yeah.
Andy showed Diddy housey party.
Andy
Andy, nice guy Andy.
went to Diddy parties?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
With Sean and this Dave Meltzer guy. I'm like, oh, you guys got to be fucking kidding me. Because this guy thinks that he knows what 5-star
They
match
said they
is.
was eating food off Sean.
Oh,
It was
God.
Andy.
I believe it. I
It was
believe it.
Andy who showed Diddy the Babylon trick.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also, it was Andy that showed Diddy the Diddy dance.
Ever since the Diddy stuff came out, where's Andy been?
Yeah, Andy
Exactly.
Hold on. Good evening, Mr. Scott Diamond.
That's right. Scott Diamond's inside the house. Good evening, Diamond Cartel. September 6th, we will be having Austin Diamond in studio when I book him. And you're invited as well.
Scott Diamond, but he can't go around no schools neither.
Also,
He's my dude, though.
recently there was a picture on KWF that they posted where you see J.R. Rock getting the love of the fans and Scott's just standing there like, you son of a bitch. You were supposed to be a cartel member. You're over there kissing babies, hugging old ladies, being a good guy. Well, I'm going to take you to school, buddy. And I think that for a moment, J.R. Rock was like, oh, God, he's going to kill me. And Frank the Tank was actually standing behind him, too. Frank the Tank's like, can I kill this son of a bitch? I mean, listen to that. That's what wrestling was right there. The
Well,
crowd is
look
eating
at
it
the
up.
people on the front row. Today, people on the front row got suits and shit on because they're the only ones who can afford to sit up there.
Scott Diamond said, what's
Those
the
was
number?
average people.
Hold
man.
up,
Those were,
hold up. I'll send it to you, Scott.
You see what? Oh.
He's gonna want to call in. All right.
That's right, brother.
Are you still on that prepaid shit, though, Scott? Man, don't waste your minutes.
No, it's after 7. He's got free now.
Oh, yeah, it's unlimited after 7. He still got a flip. What's that called? Jitterbug. See, you get old, boys, your bladder don't work.
I've sent the number, Scott. It's in chat.
Scott Diamond, what's up, brother?
That's right. We're about to have Scott Diamond call in.
He says never.
Let me send it to him personally so he sees it. All right, Scott, there's the number inside the thing. Go ahead and give us a call, brother. Look at that. That is how you work the crowd. Every punch, every stance matters. What you're seeing, Bmoney, is what wrestling's supposed to be.
Everybody on the roster, like, you know everybody on the roster, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like when the Royal Rumble comes now and they got like 20 people you know that come out and then like 10 people that are like, you know, but you don't know him and you're not connected to that character, it's not the same.
Now you knew
There's a pop for everybody. You know what I mean?
You either loved them with all your heart or hated them with all your guts.
Yeah.
Everybody in that ring.
Everybody got a pop, pretty much. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And it was back then. It was just who got the louder pop.
Here we go. Hello.
Oh, hold on. We got two.
Can you hear me, John?
Yep, we can hear you.
Hey, first of all, I want to tell Bear he knows me too well because I did
But
have a flip phone and I cried when I had to get rid of it.
He's taking a leak right now.
Yep, he went to go take a leak. But you got Bear's son, Bmoney, here.
What's up,
Hey,
Scott?
what's up, B? Now wait a minute, that ain't right. Because now that just blows it. I wanted Bear to hear that.
You're
No,
right.
when Scott Diamond comes out, he thinks it's the popcorn match, and he goes and gets popcorn. But in this case, he's playing with his own corn. He's over there shaving the cob.
Hey, September 6th, I want to get you in Austin Diamond studio to talk about what happened August 8th, because I'm telling you, man, I know with great faith that Austin Diamond is going to add that championship to the family name.
I'll tell you, as a wrestler and a manager, I have held over 200 championships. And with Austin coming up, if he stays on the path that he's on right now, he will surpass that amount. I have no doubt.
That's right. You know what? Bmoney's going to be getting inside there soon, too, because, man, from what I've been hearing, he's been tearing it up. He's getting to it like quick fried rice.
Well, John, about a month ago, Bmoney and Austin and JR Rock, Al and Bear, actually Donnie Green showed up. We had a great workout session, and Bmoney's doing a hell of a job. You know, if he too, you know, he's going to be one of the up and rising stars, second generation, born into this business. So he has the same as Austin has. They have an advantage not every guy and girl that comes into the business has. When, you know, like Bmoney, when you have your uncle and your dad in the business, and like Austin, his dad's in the business when they came into this world, that's all they know.
That's
all
right.
they know.
And I'm proud of him because he's taking to it.
I appreciate both you guys.
Me too. Let me know when Bear gets back, though, because I want to rib him a little bit.
Definitely gonna let you know when Bear gets back. Bear had to go and take a leak right when you were gonna call.
Well, I have it on good authority. Even though he's in there shaving the cob, I know he's really a fast kind of guy, and I ain't talking about running, if you know what I mean.
That's right, brother.
What's Austin?
I'll
What's
tell you
Austin?
something else, Johnny. Tomorrow night, Kentucky Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
AWF.
We all seen what happened when Scott Diamond came out of retirement and stepped into the ring at the very first Kentucky Wrestling Federation event. I had not only a young guy in his 20s come out, wanted to kill Scott Diamond. Of course, you know, if he'd have put his head into that ring,
He would have gotten destroyed.
hey, I would have contacted his next of kin and let them know where they could pick up the
That's
pieces.
right.
That's all that would have been left. Because I can tell you this, guys, Scott Diamond has had more than one occasion of people coming over the barricade and trying to get in the ring, and has always ended up bad for them and never ended up bad for me.
Sure has, because the rules of wrestling is you step over that barricade, you're fair game.
You're fair game.
And someone
And I'll
can,
tell you, we faced some big guys, too. There was a guy in Corbin, Kentucky one time. You know, when Frank the Tank stands behind me, and, you know, for many years, JR Rock, too, we were the face of the tag team wrestling. When
That's
Frank the
right.
Tank and JR Rock stand behind me, you know, I was...
We're on a call. We got Scott
Austin made the
Diamond.
comment about I always had people doing my bidding. Well, I could do whatever I wanted to do, because when guys like that stand behind you, there's no fear whatsoever in your body.
That's right.
But one time in Corbin, Kentucky, this guy, he was about the same size as Frank. He was in Corbin, so automatically he didn't like black fellas.
Yeah.
And buddy, let me tell you, we went out, we wrestled Wildcat Chris Harris that night in a tag match. We had 3 matches. Frank worked somebody in the first match.
Nice.
Yes, pull the foil off in the ring. Yes, for the crust. Sorry, gentlemen. I do a little baking from scratch, and I've got 2 apple pies in the oven, and I just had
Hell
to
yeah.
You never
check
brought
on.
me no motherfucking apple
You
pie.
never. Oh, that's got to be Bear right there.
Yep,
Hey,
Bear's
bro,
back.
Hold on, you do bacon.
You know what it was? Is I heard the air coming in out of the hallway,
Right.
skipping off the top of that bald head.
I ain't never got no motherfucking baked treats. I love baked
Bear,
treats.
look,
What you
man,
talking about, a little
I'm
apple
gonna
pie
put it
with
right
some
out
ice
there.
cream on it?
Scott
Oh.
Diamond makes one hell of a homemade apple pie, and if you want one, I will
I-
make you one,
I
brother. That's
need
how much
that.
respect I got for you.
I need that with a little apple, with a little ice cream, vanilla ice cream and caramel on that. Oh my god!
A little bit of caramel on there.
Yeah, you put ice cream on it while it's hot, and a little caramel. It's a la mode.
Damn, Bear, you're gonna make me go in here and pull it out of the oven early
I'm
and go ahead and
telling
start
you, bro.
chowing on it myself.
Hey, don't forget, I was a fat fuck. I know how to eat.
I'll make you one, man.
Man,
We'll get together and I'll make you one.
I'm down, brother.
Hell yeah.
It takes about 2.5 hours to do it from scratch, but I'll be honest with you. That's how I get everybody away from me. When I go in the kitchen and I throw flour on the table, they say, "Holy fuck, let's get away from me. He's gonna want us to do something."
Now, I throw down in the kitchen, but I just don't bake. I'm not a big baker. I cook like ribs and grill.
Yeah.
And
Now,
shit like that.
there it is, Bear.
I do the
You
grilling.
make supper
do
one
the-
night, and I'll make dessert.
He makes the best pot roast.
Hey, you
Best
know
pot
what?
roast.
We'll do an old fuck reunion and just invite all the old fucks.
Hell yeah, an old fuck reunion.
Yes, I'm down.
Hey, you know what? When the Nice Guy Andy podcast has a grill, a barbecue this year.
No, first, Nice Guy Andy podcast is a motherfucking air conditioned.
Yeah.
Not a grill, a window unit.
And we have been talking to Andy
Man.
all year
Yeah,
about it.
we have.
They talking balls.
He's caught up in that Diddy stuff. So
Hey,
all
you know,
no
That's
answers.
what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say, Bear. With all this talk about the Diddy shit, the only thing we know about Nice Guy Andy podcast, if we did have a cookout, they got the oil.
We don't even know if we're funded right now.
We'll do a fish fry. Yeah, we could be funded
Yeah.
right now
Yeah, we
by
don't-
any money.
Fish fry, because they're all running around smelling.
No, we don't even
Oh,
know.
God.
We don't even know if this is paid for right now. The lights could shut off and the podcast could just
Oh,
go
no,
down.
no.
But who knows? We're riding
We are
it.
scraping our pennies. Andy has spent the entire budget for the year when he went to Vegas.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So we ain't got money for nothing.
They
Meanwhile,
went to the bunny ranch, didn't
he did. And then he also had baby oil, and I was like, Andy, you gotta go.
Yeah, the whole budget for the year just out the window in one weekend.
So is this what you're telling me, Bear? Is this what you're hearing? Because this is what I'm hearing. That the Nice Guy Andy has so much baby oil, every time he farts, it's a mating call.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. That's why Superfly is the one hosting the show, and not Nice Guy Andy.
And I heard, now this is speculation, but what I heard through the grapevine is that Andy's in hiding with the baby oil, and he took Sean with him.
Well,
So
And he took Sean with
I
him.
don't know what's going on there.
Against Sean's will.
Sean didn't have a choice because he was
Yeah.
either go with Andy or fight Johnny, and he's scared death of Johnny.
Yeah.
So is that why they call Sean? Is that why they call Sean Slippery Sean Diddy?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Sean backdoor her man.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all ain't right, but yeah, he may. I mean, I don't think Sean go. I don't know. I think he touch one, and maybe graze one. I don't know if he take one, but he touch one for sure.
Well, I heard that Sean got so much oil up in there. Every time he farts, it looks like a bubble machine.
Right, and he don't even feel no pain. He's in a bath of oil.
I mean,
He said, don't even make a sound no more.
according to Donnie Green, he was dating upper men. Like he saw that
Holy
first
moly.
video.
He does. Sean does like to ride that fine line between woman and male.
Well, he likes
male.
those women that look like men.
Yeah.
It's that
The
line.
manly, 2 or 3 teeth and big muscles and all that, hairy legs and.
So as the old saying goes, he's the catfish looking for a worm.
Right.
Yep. We're gonna be seeing you at the KWF show tomorrow.
Yes, I will be out there with Sean Christopher, and hopefully, I can get somebody angry enough to come over the barricade again.
I'd like to see them get their heads kicked in.
Damn, I ain't seen Sean Christopher in forever.
I just wanted to shout a few things, and then I'll let you guys get back to it. I know you're watching the program and stuff, and I'm going to have to go pull these pies out. And, Bear, I am going to throw you an apple pie together, man.
Brother, I need that. I need that in my life.
Look, send me your number. When we get off of here, send me your number, and then I'll make it this week, and then I'll give you a call, and we'll meet up somewhere, and I'll bring it to you.
Hell yeah, brother.
But what I wanted to say, Johnny, real quick, is tomorrow night, the Capital City Museum, Kentucky Wrestling Federation, you'll be seeing guys like Sean Christopher, Scott Diamond, J.R. Rock, Austin Diamond will be there. It's a free show. It's at the Miss Elizabeth, the First Lady of Wrestling. She's right here from Frankfort, Kentucky.
Yep.
Rest her soul. So it's at the Miss Elizabeth exhibit at the Capital City Museum tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. And then we're going Saturday, we're going to Tennessee for OWA. We're going to be doing some stuff down there. August the 8th, like you mentioned, All Pro Wrestling. We're going to be at the arena in the Southern Heavyweight Championship title tournament. So a lot of things going on. We're going back APW. We're going back to there in October, and then we're going back to Tennessee in October. So if you see Austin or Kentucky Wrestling Federation, JR Rock, and these guys on the marquee, go on and get over that show, especially, like I said, tomorrow, because it's a free show, and it's at the Miss Elizabeth exhibit, which everybody should go and see. Also, the other thing I wanted to say, I hope I embarrass Al, too, because he's going to say, I know that, and he's right. Al and Bear had one of the best tag teams going. I mean, everybody that got to work around them or with them learned something. I really wish that the Diamond Cartel and Al and Bear, we could have had a program with the Steels. Unfortunately, I got to work around them a lot, but the only match I ever got to do was one of the Steels. I had a match with Al one time for the Kentucky Championship at Wildcat Championship Wrestling, which I was fortunate enough to come out with the Duke. That was my first title that I won as a wrestler when I came to Kentucky.
Nice.
And I got to thank Al for it. And I got to tell you, I didn't beat him clean because there's no way I could have beat Al Steele clean ever. I probably couldn't beat him today clean. Great wrestler. Bear, great wrestler. I learned a lot from those guys. They had a great spot that they used to do with Nick. The inhaler spot,
Right.
which I've stole and used several times. That's just one of the things I learned from them. Class act guys, had a great tag team. My regret in Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, and Ohio and whatnot was that I didn't have an opportunity to have an angle or a program with the Steels, because I think it would have been money.
And when you talk about that and throws me back, I started thinking earlier today, I was just thinking about wrestling in general, and how is Solid Steel not in the Kentucky Hall of Fame? Like honestly, and Donnie Green, the Green, how are they not? Because some of the guys that are in there are great and well deserved, but not everyone in there is better than us. And I'm not even pulling my own chain. I'm just saying, man, we generated a lot of heat. We made some noise. We drew some crowds, and it's just I was ranked number 2 for years in the state of Kentucky, but the guy I was ranked under, I'm not gonna say his name because I love him, and he's great. He's a good wrestler, but I was better than him. He just took more bookings than I did. I wouldn't take bookings that I thought were shit shows. I just wouldn't do it. So it was
Dale Bass, why ain't they in the Hall of Fame?
I mean, I think a lot of guys.
Gentlemen, that's my timer. Nothing but much love, Al.
Yes, sir, brother.
Much respect. Send me your number. I'll get you a pie together this week, and I'll give you a ring, and we'll get together.
Hell
Johnny,
yeah.
B-Money, you guys, keep rocking it. I look forward to seeing you in the ring, B, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
brother.
Much love, Diamond Cartel.
That's right.
Oh man.
Diamonds are forever, baby.
Yep.
Diamonds are forever. That was Scott Diamond Cartels. And guys, can you believe it? We've been on here 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Already?
Yep.
That's it, boys.
Hey, I tell you, time flies when you're having fun.
Right.
We got to talk about
Yeah.
old school wrestling, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, all the greats that made wrestling what it is. But most importantly, the immortal Hulk Hogan, who, R.I.P. to him because he's still the GOAT of wrestling. Who wants to say their goodbyes first?
Well, before we say goodbyes, man, I've been sitting there. I've been thinking. I was like, man, should I get my license one more time? And I actually come up with a match, like a match in my mind that would be 10 out of 10, and it's either me and Al or me and Donnie versus Chris and Scott. If Chris will get his license, or Al will get his, or Donnie will get his, I will get mine, and we can set that up. Chris and Scott versus Donnie and Bear, or Al and Bear, Solid Steel. I'd be down.
I want to see that.
100% down.
I want to see that.
I know we can show everybody what they're missing, like what they're not doing.
Yes. I guarantee that if that happens, y'all outshine the entire card that's on that night.
Right, and I would be down for that. But,
You know how big that match would
right,
be?
which I know Scott. I think Scott's still active-ish. Of course, Donnie or Al would probably jump right on. I mean, we could even do a 6-man and do Scott, Chris, and the Patriot versus Donnie, Al, and Bear.
Yes.
Perfect. Like, I'm down. But it's got to be big. Like, it can't just be like a random show. Like,
It's got to be built
it
up.
would have to be big for me to do it. But I would be down to do that.
I'd love to see it get built up and then the big blow-off match between y'all. Because if it's built up the right way and y'all build that repertoire and that personal moment for it like a Hulk Hogan and Andre did,
Right.
That's gonna be a
I'd say
fire.
You do 3 singles matches. So you put me with Chris. You put Al and Larry, and then you put Donnie and Scott together first.
Yep.
And then you do the tag match. It'd be great.
exactly. Guys, this has been another exciting edition of Bmoney Straight Shooting.
Yeah, it's been a great podcast. We got to talk about the Hulkster, and I finally got back in the studio. I know it's been a little while, taking some personal time, honestly. But it was great to see my boys again. Great podcast, you guys. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you too.
That's all I
brother.
got.
Yeah, I had a good time, man. Like, anytime I can come on here and, talk a little shit, kick a little knowledge, have a little fun, like, it's all in fun, man. Like,
That's right.
I don't have no ill will towards nobody. Like,
That's what it's all about.
Good fun, and the things I say, like, I don't talk shit. So if I said something that offends you, it's truth. And if the truth offends you, then fuck you. Like, I don't care.
Damn straight.
Like, because what I know about wrestling for my entire life, like, as a 5-year-old, like, my first memories in life are wrestling. Like, I remember watching Lance Russell and Dave Brown on Saturday mornings, as 5, 6 years old. So, like, I know wrestling, man, and I understand that my time is gone. They don't want the guys like me no more. But I think if we got together and put something together, people would buy into it.
Damn straight they would.
Well, I mean,
But-
your time in the ring might be gone,
Right,
but your time with wrestling is not.
right.
I
Because
mean,
you still got a wealth of knowledge.
Right,
with podcasts like this, with your son going into the business.
I would honestly love to open my own school for training type situation, but that's down the road. And I would train people old school, but also train them like, you got to move with the time.
Yes.
You know, you just got to move with the times.
That's right.
And that's with everything, man. I've been in the school system working with kids for 28 years, and you just got to evolve with the times because the times will pass you up.
That's true.
Like, everything's always evolving. So, like, to say you know everything or whatever, you're an idiot because you should be learning all the time.
That's right. And it's never too late to learn.
Be a student of the game. If I could tell anybody that's starting out wrestling, know who you're training with, number one, and know the shows you're going to. You literally have someone's life in your hands when you're in the ring with them.
That's right.
So understand they have your life in their hands and make sure they're equipped to carry that burden.
That's right.
Because that's how people get hurt. That's how people fuck their whole life up because they get in there with some idiot who's half trained, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
Because it is dangerous. It's not for everybody.
And you got to have the right dance
And
partner.
they're trying to mold it to be for everybody and make exceptions, and it's not.
Right.
It's not.
You have to be a tough guy to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
That's period.
Yep.
Like-
You don't want to be one of those wimps that ends a match just because he sprained his finger
Right.
or he kind of sprained his ankle and he just like, we can't do this match, call it off. You can't be like that. If you're going to be a wrestler, you have to be able to take the bumps.
One time in my entire career, I got hurt so bad that I couldn't get up. And no matter how bad I was hurt, I would get up and finish the match. I got knocked out one time and finished the match and didn't remember it, but watched it on video. One time my hip popped out of place.
Oh,
And I couldn't get up. I literally couldn't get up. And then when they got me up, it popped back in, and it was awful.
Yeah.
But that was the one time, man, I was kind of like,
And that's the only
I
time.
was like, it's kind of too much. My kids are sitting there, they're crying, they know something's wrong because they can't get up. You know, it's almost too much, you know, and that was kind of the deal where I'm like, well, if I'm not making the money, it's not, you know,
It's not worth it.
take it for what it's worth. You had your fun, you did your deal. So that's why I'm saying, like, if I was to do another match, it would be with guys I really trusted, and I know we could put something productive out there. So, you know, those guys would be willing, I would be down. Rated X.
Hell yeah.
And of course, he can't wrestle anymore, but I would wrestle him one-on-one.
Did you know that he was? Did you know that he was a 19-time MWA
Yeah, oh yeah.
champion?
But if he could, you know, wrestle another match, I'd wrestle him.
That's
There's a lot
right.
of guys I would wrestle, but there's a lot of guys I would not. And it's not personal, it's just that my body can't take
Yep.
it the way it could, you know, back then. So I know the guys that I know how to work and know how to make
That's right.
something beautiful.
Scott and Chris, if you're listening, that's the match to be happening because y'all can make something out of this. Y'all trust each other. Y'all know what y'all gonna do. Go for it. I'd love to see it. Any last words, Big Beard?
Bear, thank you for showing up today. Thank you for dropping your knowledge. I'm just learning about MWA, so I'm trying to soak it all in.
Yeah.
We had, guys in here a couple weeks ago talking about it.
Yep.
I'm here for it. I want to learn all about it. I love hearing all these stories.
Look up Bobby Blade's page because
Oh,
he's got all.
Especially on YouTube.
I'm a huge Bobby Blade fan.
Go to his
The
YouTube.
one who first, when I first heard of
Fucking,
MWA.
hold on. First of all, don't be a Bobby Blade fan because he's a stiff prick.
And
When I
also,
first heard
Stiff prick.
When I first heard MWA, it came out of Bobby Blade's mouth. So
Bobby Blade drops an elbow on you, you don't catch your breath.
I told you.
For 3 days.
I told Bobby, everyone agrees the stiffest move they've ever taken is him going off the apron and hitting that
No,
elbow
I
drop.
wouldn't take it. No, fuck you. I made Al take it all the time.
But guys, thank y'all for joining us because this has been a hell of a Bmoney straight shooting. And I just gotta say, if you ain't having fun,
You ain't getting
you damn skippy. Now go eat that pussy that don't smell and enjoy that beer.
Enjoy that beer.
Choo-choo.
Nice guy, Andy podcast.
Enjoy that beer.